Did we do it?
Give me a sec.
Is everything going good? Did we crack the code?
We are alive.
Has the code been cracked?
We are live.
Did we get to the past? Have we made it? Can we warn the people? Yeah, fuck that. Let's play games. All right, hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hello, YouTube. Hi. How you doing? How you been? I usually talk to you guys. I usually talk to YouTube in like the future tense, cause like we're playing games like YouTube, you'll be fine. But we're here again, back where it originated, back where we belong. We love YouTube better than Twitch anyway, right, guys?
YouTube, take us back, please.
Either way, I don't get views, so I'm in no one's side.
YouTube, take us back, please. We can't curse in like the first minute, or the algorithm will slaughter this. So everybody, please be nice and talk about housing
Boobs.
and housing.
Yeah, blue-footed boobies.
Yeah.
Insult to injury, I also have technical difficulties now. I didn't have technical difficulties before he found a solution, but now I do. Hooray!
Yeah, Will has some problems with his speakers right now. So there's that. Also, we have a little bit of audio desynchronization. Not desynchronization, but between the two versions I have. So YouTube seems like it's a little bit louder. So let me know if either I'm too loud or they're too loud or something's going on, and we should be able to fix things accordingly. But for now, we're back with some Megaman. Guys, we were gonna have Warhammer today. Something happened. Weren't able to do it. I couldn't go off and sleep with literally everyone. So I'm gonna be Alan, who is gonna sleep with absolutely no one.
Seems like a fair compromise.
You either go all the way or you go fucking nowhere.
So you know, it's pretty fine. And Jake will go from being an omniscient lord sitting upon his golden throne of infinite justice to being cross.
An omnipotent lord is sitting on Earth, the golden throne.
We just
no, that was sorry.
Change the entire aesthetic of Cross. Just have Cross like just go gold, sitting on like this like golden throne of like golden progs or something.
All right. Nice guys.
Beautiful.
But before we begin with things, you guys may have wondered what you've been staring at for about 3.5 minutes. I'm wondering, it's something that our girl Phantom made for us, thanks to thanks to a commission from our other girl Squeaky here.
Hi.
It's a very nice art, very nice collection of the boyos standing with each other, just kind of being the best boyos they can be. And it's really nice. It's really fucking amazing. And of course, Phantom did an absolute wonderful job, as she always does. And Squeaky drew out the line art of it and made Alan look like he was Avatar: The Last Airbender. So
Yeah,
that's pretty fun too.
I didn't do the line art. I did the concept sketch.
The concept. Either way, he looked like Aang apparently, and people agreed with me. So
that's completely fine.
Also, you guys can see that there's a couple of things. One at the very bottom of that, and this thing here that are new that the others can't see right now. There's also a couple of other things down here that are new that you guys can't even see right now. And so there's some new things in here at the moment.
Hold up! What the fuck is that?
What
the fuck is this?
What's
what
up?
The fuck? What? Get the fuck over here! What the fuck is this?
What's up?
What the fuck is this? This was a 10. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, look at what you did to him.
I didn't do shit.
Look at what you did to him.
This has
no,
been.
It's a 4. It's a 4. It's a 4. That's a 4.
Called a number, Squeaky.
It's a 4.
This has been Squeaky, reenacting her her emotions to seeing the 12 on Alan.
What the fuck?
That she has already seen.
I tried, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not a good actress. I can kill myself.
But yes, Alan unfortunately has gone up a tiny bit in stress. A fifth of his other number has been added to his stress levels. It's no big. It's no problem. I've told people in the chats recently. I don't think I've mentioned it during the streams. What the stress level actually does as far as practically rolling. His stress level determines his DC for his control checks. So the stress check or the control check is stress level plus 10 minus X. X being any sort of environmental factors or things that the party has done to lower his stress. So currently, his control roll to keep control of himself or any sort of things like that would be a 22. So the worst it's been so far in the game.
Yep.
But it's fine because he always fucking 18s these rolls anyway, so it's not like it's gonna fucking affect him at all.
You say that now.
With all of that being said, not a lot of big changes other than that have happened on the board. A lot of little changes have happened that I can't show off yet. We could potentially show them off today. Who's to say? Let's go ahead and move this thing to a new home. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. It even cuts off Alan's head like it should be. Just lock that in place real quick, and we can tweak it a little bit. We can mess around with it.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We're not there yet.
There.
We're somewhere else. We're somewhere. Not here.
There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Now we can just have it back there behind the couch, and we can zoom in on it whenever we feel like we want to. It's whatever. It's fine. Cool. We've done it. We've come up with a great thing. What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
Either way.
You know what?
We'll figure. It's fine. We got this.
Should we do the recap, Deco?
I don't think we should do the recap. I think one of you should do the recap. And by one of you doing the recap, I of course mean who did it last time. Jake, of course, needs to do the recap.
Okay.
We surfed the internet.
Okay.
Listen, we had a great time last time where we all woke up from being dead.
Mm-hmm.
We found out it was a few hours later. And our poor little boy was freaking out apparently during those 4 hours because he could not turn us on, so we called his mommy for help.
Mom, I can't turn my Navi girls on. Help me. Mom, how do I turn them on?
Just the click of the phone.
And she was just like, "Oh, I've got your back, son," and sent him a shit ton of Zenny apparently, because that turns us on. At least that's what his mom thinks. Learning new things about his family every day. No wonder he's fucked.
Both of his parents in the past like 24 hours just been like, "Here, have a fucking ton of money. Bye."
For your robot girlfriend.
Money solves problems, right? Here you go.
And by parents, of course, we mean Han and Crimson, but you know, whatever.
Parents.
But did you guys learn anything interesting during your surfing of the webs?
Yeah, we found out Yomi's life is completely fucked, and everything about her is almost everything about her has been deleted from the internet, and God knows why.
Mm-hmm.
Besides one website that just says an apology to her.
Aw. Poor Yomi.
She probably deserved it though.
Did you guys learn anything else from the surfing of the webs?
Some shit about some pillars of like the controlling the internet. It sounded really boring and lame. I was kind of
We learned that
when we got to that part.
we learned that the pillars that were given by Scilabs had, one of them was given to Alan's school, which would be why it might be
One was
getting
given
it
to
got
an
attacked.
educational building of some sort.
Okay.
Definitely the school.
Which we hypothesized might be the school. We came to a reasonable hypothesis. We have not tested our theory, but it is. We'll get to that. But that wasn't important. Yomi had plans. Jake, what were her plans?
Yomi went to sleep like a responsible robot and woke up the
No,
next day.
I did fucking not.
Yeah, you literally broke into the teacher's house again.
It was a
And
great
asked her-
idea.
And asked her to put pretty dresses on you.
Yes.
So that
And you
could
know what?
make
I got
Alan
that.
breakfast, apparently.
I got that though. I got it. I did it. I did.
You did. And then the next day, through everybody's collaboration and mutual respect for each other, you made Alan the worst, best pancakes ever.
Yeah, I made him. First, I made the worst, and then I made the best.
They were so good, in fact, he refused to acknowledge that this was reality
Yeah, he did.
until he felt pain. And then he realized what happened and fucked off to the bathroom to go have a breakdown.
You didn't. Okay, yeah. That is it. Yep. He denied reality. We learned he's suave as fuck. Fucking making moves.
Is that what you call that?
Shut up. He made moves.
He tried, I'll give him that.
He was making moves. Trying to make moves.
Oh
There
yeah,
was
let's not
smooching.
forget the most important part. The teacher was outside watching.
He was
Yeah.
up in this fucking tree the entire
Every
time.
goddamn time. Trying to set up fucking Alan with a robot. It's obviously real pussy isn't good enough for him.
She doesn't trust real people. She has no reason to. Look at him.
All the
He's got anxiety.
all the girls in Alan's class don't like him. This is the only chance he's gonna have. I'm kidding.
Look at him. He's got anxiety.
But very much some interesting things. You also learned a little bit more about Mrs. Prague and some things that happened that were with her that you specifically learned about Cross. But other than that, basically everything that you got right there. I'll go ahead and give you one of these. Cross, you see that right there that I got you?
Oh shit.
You can have this, and if you want to, you can give one inspiration to anything else. Either that being, you could give it to your friends. You do you.
Have one, Yomi. You always got my back.
I was hoping
thank you.
to be for the beatboxing metal. I'm gonna be honest.
He has enough. He doesn't need more.
Ronan Lost just gave $2. Thank goodness you managed to get this working. I already had a rough time earlier. Gonna read the rest of it. You can't have a rough time. It's your fucking birthday. Stop it.
Oh hell yeah.
Stop
That's your birthday. Happy
having a rough time. Anyway, I already had a rough time earlier and needed some cheering up. Inspiration to Yomi.
Oh hell yeah.
Ronan, you're not allowed to have a rough time. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, my dude.
Everybody, happy birthdays in the
You know
chat.
what? You know what, Ronan? You know what, Ronan?
Congratulations, Ronan. You have managed to survive another 365 days.
You know what, Ronan?
You did.
Ronan, I will
Think of all
give
people
the
who did not
entire
survive those 365 days.
I will give the entire party plus Alan inspiration for that $2 you gave.
hell
Look
yeah.
at me being so generous. It's almost like I gave you $6, but I didn't because they're just dice.
It's a birthday discount. It's a birthday boy, okay? When it's your birthday, inspiration is 50 cents.
You know what,
You know?
Ronan? You know what, Ronan? For your birthday, I'll take away one of Squeaky's cards of destiny. Just for you.
No, it's
You
fine,
know?
it's fine. Han paid good fucking money for this shit.
When you put it like that way, here's my
The game hasn't started yet. You put that shit back.
but it's for his birthday.
You put that shit back. The game hasn't started. Is that fucking Frieza?
Yeah, it is. Why are you
Birthday.
trying Frieza?
Birthday Frieza.
A birthday Frieza, you see. But yes, as everything have been very expertly brought back to us by Jake. Thank you very much. At the end of all of that, Alan said he had to go to the restroom, and very as much calmly as he could left the room before rushing off after leaving the room in a direction. At that point, Yomi had stood there for a moment and collected her. I believe you did you get your pancakes or did you wait? I don't know. I don't remember.
She picked them up. She like instinctively picked them up and ran after him. I don't know where the hell she's gonna put them, but.
All right. So as you run out, Yomi, you run off. You run out into the hallway. What do you want to do?
It's that thing of if we rewind just like 10 seconds as she runs out, being Alan, and I guess what she would know where the bathroom is, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Door's closed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, she'd stop in front of the door, realize that she's holding the pancakes again. Is there anything like a table or anything on the side of this door that she can lay them on?
We can say that there's a
buffet of some sort, or whatever they're called in other words. I don't know.
We'll say there's like a coffee table or something.
Yeah, she'll put it on that on a coffee table on the side. Knock knock. Alan?
You get no response.
Looks at the pancakes again, looks at the door. I am sorry. Do you want me to return the copy bot? I could give it back to Miss Toki. I had no bad intentions. I wanted to get your mind off of last night. And my programming and surveys from a long time ago showed that both men and women like the idea of waking up to a nice breakfast. And I thought this would make you happy. But it seems that it has not. And I am very confused right now. Because I feel my intention has not come out properly. I did not mean to startle you or... Please forgive me, Alan. I will... Please know that I had only benign intentions. I did not expect this result. She's
Every time people have watched me scroll away from you and move over toward the dice like 12 times because every time I think you're about to stop, you just keep fucking going.
Got one more thing to say because she's got one more thing to say because she's thinking back to when she kissed him, and she's gonna just look down and look at the door. I did not mind it, though, because that's what he said to her.
So I rolled a 10 before, but I'll roll one more time because of the rambling. You still get no response.
You got a comment, Blue. Why is there no part?
I read it. I literally was talking about it while we were having tech difficulties, and Squeaky said not to talk about it or think about it, so I'm not gonna think about it right now. No, I'm sorry. It's on YouTube. It's literally on private right now. I was supposed to make it come off of private today, but I had an asthma attack today, and completely forgot about it earlier whenever I was doing stuff outside. So sorry about it. Sorry about that. Whenever it should have went out. I probably should have scheduled it ahead of time. I didn't think about it because I thought this week was going to be a Warhammer week. It wasn't. Yada yada yada. Bunch of stuff piled up from it. So yes, it's We're fine.
So did the room.
What?
Your net might have had a jump or something.
Maybe, but I'm just really fucking.
It's apparently back.
Is it back? Are we back? At least I don't think things split on YouTube. When you're streaming YouTube, it might, but we'll see. So
It depends. If anything, it should be fine. I can look really quick, but yeah, I'm sorry.
what all did you guys get?
Hold on. So yeah, one sec. No, it didn't split. It doesn't look like it split.
Either way,
Yes.
as soon as the stream is over, I'll upload episode 10. Sorry for those of you who haven't seen it. I mean, it's been on the Twitch channel for a week now. If you guys can see the VODs on there, but yes, I'm very sorry that if you guys haven't seen it. But yes.
Wait, you can keep your Twitch mods?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell it to.
How?
You have
We'll
to
get
opt
to
into
that
it.
later.
We'll talk about it in a bit. Either way, the room is back up.
Yes. I'm back.
So whenever you guys get back in, we will mess with things. But
I'm back in.
episode 10 will definitely come back. We'll definitely upload it right after stream. And by upload it, I mean just take it off of being private. With all that being said, Alan just rolled a 16. Unfortunately, you still get no response.
She just kind of looks at the pancakes again. I'm assuming that you are also no longer hungry. I could put these away or I could throw them out. But it did make me very happy that you said they tasted good. I will go. And she's gonna grab the pancakes and she's gonna like look at them and she's gonna turn around and slowly walk away from the door.
Are you heading back to Alan's room?
Yeah, she's going back to Alan's room with the pancakes.
Okay. You make your way back to Alan's room. As you do, both Cross and Bug Vader are still on the monitors. Miss Toki's left at this point.
Yeah, she's skedaddled.
she's skedaddled already. She's gone. But you make your way back in. Bug Vader, Cross, Yomi walks back in, carrying her pancakes. You guys are on Alan's screen right now. What do the three of you want to do?
Her eyes are leaking.
Aw.
What happened? Everything all right?
He does not seem to be replying. She just puts the pancakes down on the desk. It seems that my plan to start the morning on the right foot did not work as planned.
I don't think it's your fault.
Hmm?
Honestly, he probably has something on his mind.
Like the fact that he almost lost all of you yesterday. And the fact that he woke up this morning completely delusional.
Wait, why is everyone saying Will?
They're saying it because you said you didn't know how to keep your VODs. We'll talk about that. We'll get you. We'll fix you.
Oh.
We'll fix
Hi,
you, my dude.
FOMO.
FOMO! Hi, how are you?
FOMO!
And where are your Lunchables? Hold on, let me check.
Pantry to the left, second shelf.
Got him.
Oh, look at me! I'm squeaky. I have my life in...
Did Bug actually say that the whole the fact that we almost did that okay.
He didn't say that. That was Blue that said that, but I'll say he said that.
Oh, the stuff that I said, probably not. No, but anything Will said, yeah.
Can you
But
say it
you know,
again, just so I
but
make sure I'm replying to it properly?
both of you would know the things that I said.
Mm-hmm.
I think I will go back to Miss Toki's and return the copybot. First, I must decide what I should do with these, though. What do you think, Bug Vader?
You do remember, Miss Toki said that she was going to be doing something today, which is why she came out with you.
Yeah, but there's also just waiting in front of her house
Yeah.
till she comes home.
Definitely, you can spend your
what I've done.
You can spend the entire day waiting outside of Miss Toki's house while Alan goes on his date in the the cinema today. You can definitely do that.
I deserve to be punished. No.
I will tell you, just like with Will, whenever he said he was gonna stay back,
Yeah, I
as
know,
everything left, that will be basically it
Yeah,
for what I have planned.
Yeah.
What
Here you go.
with this? Should I just throw them out or save them? Do you think he would even want them? He seemed to enjoy them until everything else.
I don't think anyone likes leftover pancakes. You should throw them out.
Cross?
I think he is just having panic attack or something of the sort. We should just give him time to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
He seemed to like them. I would say leave them out.
Then I will go clean the kitchen. If you guys would like to accompany me there. In the network or something.
She just looks around, nervous, looking at the pancakes again, and just like,
Yeah, we'll do that.
and we're just gonna head to the kitchen because she didn't clean the kitchen. You just made all your shit and didn't clean it. Fucking go clean the kitchen.
Someone's
Bitch.
in the kitchen with Yomi. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Oh.
Yomi-
Ow, I hurt my foot.
Yome begins to make her way to the kitchen. Do you do what Bug Vader said, or do you do what Cross said? Do you leave the pancakes out, or are you gonna go and get rid of them?
She's gonna leave the pancakes out, and she's just gonna throw away the Morpheus blob that was totally not pancakes the first attempt.
I'm gonna go make sure that's never brought to light.
Probably at some point she realizes, oh, my eyes are leaking. Huh,
Nah,
okay.
you're fine.
What's that in the
I-
trash can? Kill me! Nothing, not pancakes.
Definitely not. But anyway,
Definitely
Yome,
not
you
pancakes.
make your way down to the main room, the main living area. As you go down there, Cross, Bug Vader, do you guys want to go down with Yome? What do you guys want to do?
I want to destroy this fucking program for ruining my art, but yeah, I want to go down with Yomi.
Okay. Bug Vader, you exit the Alan's computer, get into the home network, and head off toward the main living area. Cross, what do you want to do?
I guess
Why
I
is it that you
can't
get...
think of anything else to do right now.
You said what now?
I'll follow. I can't really think of much else to do
Okay.
other than sit here and wait for Alan.
You can do either
Well-
one.
Yome will look at the clock before she starts cleaning, so that if she doesn't hear any movement or hear any sound of things like that, she'll go, depending on how long it takes her to clean it up and how long there's no
Haha!
sound.
First try!
Haha. Let me start over again because I can't fucking talk today. She's gonna start cleaning, but before she does that, she's going to look at the clock.
Well, one
As
second.
she's cleaning.
One
Okay.
second. We weren't done with asking Jake because I said he could do either one, and he said which. Wait, he's make sure. Do you
Yeah,
want to do go down with Yome, or do you want to wait for Alan?
I think I'll wait up here.
You wait up there.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Squeaky.
Okay. She's gonna.
Finally,
Yeah.
Yomi
she's
and Bug Vader get girl time.
Yeah. Looking at the clock. Gonna clean the kitchen. If I hear nothing after a certain amount of time has passed, she will go check on him again.
You are in the kitchen area. You are doing your cleaning, doing your things of that nature. You do eventually hear a door opening from upstairs. Not very loud or anything like that. Roll me for your scan as you hear this door opening.
Okay, I'm gonna put an inspiration in it.
Go ahead.
And roll the dice.
First roll.
That is an
There you go.
18. Oh, neato. And an 8.
You hear a door opening. You notice that the door that opened was not the bathroom door.
Huh?
Either way,
Goes.
as you hear that opening, you're in the kitchen area right now, and this is something that is happening upstairs. You can't see upstairs. You're in the kitchen area. You hear the door opening, and then you hear what you can think of with you thinking of the 18 you just rolled. You hear Alan's door closing.
Just kind of looks towards the direction of the sound and just kind of looks towards Bug Vader on a random screen.
Do you think I should check on him, or should I give him more space?
Bug Vader.
It's almost like he waited for you guys to go downstairs before he went to his room. Weird.
Honestly, it really depends on you. Like, do you honestly think he needs time alone? Or do you really feel that you're the one to get him out of the stump right now?
I feel like I am more the cause of the problem. And that is very painful.
So no, got it. All right, so
Let me react at least. Oh no, got it. Okay, now we got it.
You always eat my stuff. I got to eat you this time.
Okay, fine, that's fair.
Okay, but
She's thinking if all it took was her not being there for him to fucking move, then it's like, okay, he probably doesn't want to look at me right now. He tends to be like that when something like this happens. He doesn't want to look at me.
So
I
Cross.
won't let him.
Alan makes his way back into his room. As he does, you are there at the screen, basically being able to see everything he does. He seemed to have closed his door. He notices you on the screen because you are on his screen. There's no way he wouldn't notice you. He seems to hesitate very slightly, but he does close the door, basically opting to be here instead of being downstairs, as he slumps his way over to his desk. Looking down at the pancakes on the table, he kind of looks a very kind of worried look down at them.
How are you feeling?
Not good. Sorry. I'm kind of Cross, do you think I could ask you something?
What would you like to... Yes, ask.
You were a medical program, right?
Yes, I was.
can you fix a broken heart?
And you won't tell the others, will you?
If you wish for it to be confidential, I can keep it as such.
This isn't the first time this has happened. Me waking up and being in a weird state.
Thinking it was a dream?
It's not regular, but it's happened enough times for me to notice. I thought that, well, I've been. It hasn't happened in a while. I thought it was done. I'm sorry. I'm still really weirded out by it. I must have really worried Yome, huh? I must have really worried all of you. I wasn't hiding it. I was. You seem to get the vibe from Alan that he seems to be more worried about this than actually putting the smooch on Yome.
It is not something I'm the most familiar with, but if you explain to them, I'm sure they will also understand. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not sure if I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I've had you guys for a couple of days now, and you guys have meant a lot to me. The couple of weeks that I spent putting you all together and hearing some things from you, and I feel like I know you guys, but just like with what we talked about the other day, there are a couple of things I think I still want to keep secret. Is that bad?
No. What's been, as best as we can call most of our lives, is only a few days to you.
It's not that.
No. It's our perspective is different. You need to keep things to yourself and open up at your rate, not ours.
You guys have been honestly the most talkative and positive interactions I've had for quite a while. I just feel like a couple of things are stuff that I can deal with without bringing that on to you guys. Or a couple of things are stuff that I'm still worried about. I don't want to keep secrets from you guys. No, I guess I do. Sorry.
There's nothing to apologize for. There is no obligation for you to tell us everything about yourself. But when there is something we can do for you, please do ask us.
Mm. What do you think I can do to make it up to Yome?
I think help her understand that it was not her actions.
Mm.
Even if you don't explain why, just that she understands it was something else.
Yeah.
Also, she like points with her fingers towards the pancakes.
He just kind of like looks down at them, looks at
Little-
you.
The little syrup heart doesn't look like a heart anymore, it's just a blob.
He already ate he already ate a bit of the pancakes.
Well, yeah, he knew there was a heart there.
He looks down at them, looks at you, gives a bit of a smile, like, yeah. Yeah, I get that.
I think that will give her a stronger message than any explanation.
He pulls up the chair and sits down. As he looks over towards you, Cross, he just kind of gives a bit of a smile. Sorry for using you like this. I know that you're more than just what you were, Cross, but you're someone that whenever I was putting everyone back together, a couple of thoughts that went through my head was maybe I could finally get some answers on some of these things with you. Sorry.
No, that was my intended purpose. You're merely using me properly. And
What do you
If
want to
you-
do today? When we go out? We can't just go into town for just the movie, right? What do you want to do?
while you were asleep, we went online doing some light research. I think it would be interesting if we went to investigate getting more programs. Expand our functionality a little more.
Programs, huh? I mean, there's a mall connected to the cinema. We can look around and see what we can find. If you guys are looking for programs, we could always wait till next week when I go and visit Mom. She basically lives at Scilabs. But we can look and see what we can find until then.
Yes, I don't think finding programs is necessary. It's more the
If it-
activity.
If it's something you want to do, let's go do it. At least as, some sort of thanks for listening to me ramble on. I better eat these before they get cold, huh? He just kind of
Should.
mumbles as he's looking at them, like. He begins to eat his pancakes. They're really good, like he had said before. You rolled a pretty high roll in making them. Hillary, Summoner, I love you, you brilliant human being who brings not only joy and brightness into people's day. Thank you. That's one of the YouTube. You're so nice. Anyway, but no, thank you very much. It's very much, very much a very nice thing to say. Alan continues to eat his food. You notice, Cross, again being the one who is the you notice that these things are very, very sugary, very, of course, very, very much a energizing breakfast food. You know that him eating this will definitely give him the energy he needs to potentially do some activity this morning. So luckily enough, you do understand that he will potentially be a little bit better off today, going and doing some things.
Definitely needs some energy after that.
He needs some energy. Again, you would see all of this stuff going on. He doesn't have the PET in his hand, so you can't really gauge anything else from him as he's doing these things. However, once he completes eating the pancakes, he does go and grab for the PET. You can either stay in the home network or be in the PET at this point.
Whee! PET.
Okay.
Also, before we go downstairs,
He seems to have gotten up and looks and kind of like made his way over toward his closet, is looking back down towards you. Yeah.
if you ever want to go over these symptoms in more detail, I don't have the same reservoir of knowledge, but when you're ready, I can help.
Yeah, if we ever get some time alone again, I'd really like that if you're willing to listen.
Of course.
As Yomi's like, don't worry, you won't. And Yomi, that's why your paranoia was right, and it's all your fault. Oh, he ate the pancakes. Never mind.
Seriously,
do you-
seriously though, Cross, thank you.
I don't actually say that.
There's nothing to thank. It's what I was made for.
He gives you a smile. He begins to get himself ready for the day, not wearing his school blazer, but that's all we have of him, so that's what he's wearing.
Oof.
Alan, why do you have such a large collection of Speedos?
In case we go swimming. Donovan said a Speedo is the ultimate showing of manliness. He said
Thank
that when
God.
we were
Believed him.
he said that whenever he took me to get all of these. He made me try every one of them on.
And then he stopped being my friend.
No, this is whenever he was bullying me.
Oh.
This was last week. I'm kidding.
Oh, I see. So I see. Donovan is just.
I can't wait to beat you up at the beach as well. Oh, that one looks nice.
Donovan is just a dom oven.
Donovan.
I can't wait to beat you up. Can you turn around, please? Oh, yes.
come.
I can't wait to kill you.
Come on, turn around, runway.
It makes your ass look great for when I kick it.
It makes your ass look scrumptious, no homo.
He'd be the kind to say no fucking homo. He would totally fucking no homo everything.
You guys make your way back down from where you guys were at. Yome, you and Cross, you guys were getting things done in the house. No, you and Cross, you and Bug Vader. Bug Vader, at this point, you notice that the house is pretty all right. You notice that both Alan and his dad don't really use most of the house. Alan kind of stays to his room, and his dad is ever around me. Like, who knows where he's at. The only thing you notice about the room that you're in, upon like having more time to like look around here and listening to all of the Mr. Progs yapping around you, is that there is a bit of dust pile up throughout the living room.
Can I use the dust to kill the Mr. Progs?
You can't. No, you cannot.
Does Bug Vader get to take control of a Roomba?
However, you can, if you would like to, since you do have virus control, you can attempt to command the Mr. Progs or any of the other viruses you have under your control to attempt to do any sort of cleaning around here, taking control of any of the vacuums or ventilation systems or anything that you would like. That is up to you, though. You do not have to.
You there, Mr. Salt. Point.
He just looks at you.
Yes. Let's see if you can clean.
Just imagine you chucking him at like a vacuum cleaner program.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me for your link.
Shit, I have to roll dice.
It's right here.
Where's my dice? There we go.
That is altogether a 13, which is not bad. You have the link is your highest stat, so you're doing okay. Salty makes his way over toward the vacuuming program, as you do see that he begins to kind of like mess around at it, mostly just throwing chunks of salt at it. From the screen you're at, you look and you see that while rather sporadic, you do see like a hose begin to come up from one of the like cylindrical apparatuses in the living area, as it begins to like kind of like raise itself upwards toward the corners of the room. It's doing all right. It does okay. You do notice that while it is trying to do things like that, that you notice that the air in the living room area has gone up to a slightly above levels of dust in the air. Potentially turning on the ventilation systems would not be horrible to do. If not, think about it. Another 3 more years of breathing this air, and Alan could choke.
Or it could cure his asthma by the exposure. I don't think that's how asthma works.
If that's the case, let me in this.
Alright, fine. We'll go turn on the ventilation.
You want to do it yourself, or do you want one of the viruses to do it?
At first he goes to do it himself, and he's like, no, I want to test this.
You there. You do it.
You talking to one of your Met tools? Talking to a Mr. Prog? Who are you talking to?
Oh, Mr. Progs are not mine. No. They are their own being that I don't want anything to do with.
You have number 1 guy, letter A guy, and Beats.exe. Beats.exe is probably not going to follow your orders right now.
Number 1 guy, of course.
All right, number 1 guy. Go ahead and roll me for your link again.
No, okay. There is my dice.
That's the wrong dice.
Fuck.
There you go.
My dice. Yeah, you even made it bigger. Oh god, damn it.
As the ventilation system is turned on, however, also most of the water in the house is turned on at the same time.
I'll do it.
You could try letter A guy.
It does letter A guy look like amateur. I could do this.
Letter A guy is watching him, looks up to you, and as you say, "I'll do it," he looks very hopeful to prove himself.
Okay, I can't stay mad at you. You're mad at him?
And let's roll it over here. Let's roll it on the black part. So go ahead and give me one more roll.
Alright, rolling. Okay.
It's over here on the black part. Because apparently this is better for rolling them anyway. It didn't look like it rolled there. It looked like it just kind of chose one. Try one more time. There you go. Hey!
Gotta make the good times last.
Letter A guy, like, takes his pickaxe out and kind of, like, shoves number 1 guy out of the way for a second, like, I'll do it. As letter A guy got there, all the water in the house, except for whatever water Yomi is using, turns off, and is drained properly, and the ventilation system comes on without a hitch. Congratulations! You did some living room chores. You did it. Good job.
Alright, now make them learn how to hack the government.
We can't do that yet. Darn.
Bug's like, yeah, too. I thought you were just gonna turn me down.
The government sucks. We all agree.
Yomi, you notice that the ventilation system has come on, especially one above the stove that seemed to be taking in the smells of the previous cooking that had happened before. As you are as well cleaning up after all the cooking things that you had done. What exactly do you want to do? You notice that Bug Vader is taking care of most of the automated things.
She's just kind of thinking right now because she still has that idea of like she's gonna wait for Alan to approach because we can't be at home all day. That wasn't a part of the plan, so he'll come when he's ready. She'll just anything that isn't manual, she'll find a way to do with the occasional eye leakage.
I hope after this, Alan will let me go to the
Here's the
hall.
thing, she has this kind of neutral face because she probably hasn't entirely noticed yet. She's just kind of like, yeah, there's something coming out of my eyes. I don't know what's wrong with the copy bot. Not sad. I'm a little sad.
Because again, that's going to be wonderful for Alan to see. It's going to do great for his stress. Let's find out.
No, just the occasional eye
Hey,
leakage.
need to borrow my salt bot?
Hmm?
Need to borrow my salt bot for your tears?
I think a cloth should be just fine.
I'm
will
not
find-
in character.
Oh.
Just okay. I was saying you were salty.
Oh.
Probably
It
just
wasn't
put
a
this
good
right
joke,
here. If that,
but it
we'll
was a
see
joke.
if we need this. We'll see if we need to. We'll put it right there for now. We'll see if we need it. Anyway, as you guys are doing your things and you are taking care of your eye leakage, eventually the door to upstairs does open, and you guys look over, and Alan begins to make his way into the living area, into the living room. Upon doing so, I'm gonna roll for Alan really quick.
Hi, I'm Mr. Vader. Would it be
Just-
annoying if I did
He's
that all the time?
choking on the collection of
just like-
dust in the room.
Just like as she hears the door open, she just looks at Bug Vader. What do we do?
9.
Bug Vader, what do we do?
What do you mean? What we
You
do?
did it, Alan. You're you're doing great.
I am feeling what they call anxiety. What do I do? What if he
Don't
sees
have
me and
that.
runs? What if he sees me and runs back to his room? I don't know what to do.
Quick, remove all your clothes.
No, that will not work.
I know that will not work.
Okay.
I shall fix the eye leakage. Where are tissues?
Okay.
And or
If it's
cloth.
about seeing you, how about I approach him first, see how he's doing, and then you appear second.
Yes, I will. Yes, I
If
do
he
that.
runs away
That's
from
gonna
me,
do
then-
perfectly fine with you being on a screen and her being real at the moment.
I will turn away from the doorway.
How about okay? I'll go on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
see his reaction. If he
Mhm.
turns away from me, then I'll cry instead.
I don't know if that last one will work. I will face that way, away from the doorway. That way, if he is
He is on the final steps.
That way, if he's unsure of seeing me, I will do it now.
She'll
Hey,
walk-
Alan, you're
she'll
still
walk
depressed?
facing away.
Alan has made his way down to the bottom of the stairs. Do you say that, Bug Vader?
Yep.
Alan steps into the living room. He turns toward the television because, like, that was something he wasn't expecting to hear upon walking into a room. What?
You made us worried, you jackass. Are you not depressed now?
Sorry.
Okay, Yomi, you can appear.
Bug Vader, depression doesn't work that way.
Oh. Well, excuse me, I just have two personalities, not depression.
That's not two personalities, though. That's an independent being seems to exist inside you. We saw it.
And what is that being called?
Bug?
No. It's okay, apparently I don't have a personality. I'm a two-dimensional character in a play.
It's like, what's it being called? Bug?
They don't understand my
How
art.
could this happen to me? Okay.
Alan just kind of looks toward Bug Vader again, just kind of like and looking around the room. He sees Yome's back, and he goes, "Well, nothing's up there. Well, let's go, guys." I'm kidding.
I knew it!
Okay, here's the cyanide pills I promised you.
Upon you being turned away from him, he is going to do a control check. You know, one of the most fantastical of checks. I could put a inspiration into it. I think
You
these have
could,
been used.
But why?
I think these have been used, so I'm gonna get rid of those. But I could put one inspiration into it. Let's do one inspiration. First roll. Maybe I should keep that one. Second roll. Alan looks to Yome. As he does, he sees that Yome has turned away from him. And, Yome can't see anything going on with him. Bug Vader, you're on a screen. You Cross, you're looking at it. He seems to at that point, upon seeing Yome facing away from him, he goes and sits down on it on the couch.
Did you remember to bring down the plate? That was a vital part of this.
There you see her, looking at the wall right there.
He does have the plate with him.
Okay.
He seems to have gone and sat down at his couch.
All right, and this is where he. And this is where he.
Is he here yet?
She's not talking! He didn't say anything!
He was talking to Bug Vader. You heard him in here.
Oh, okay. Redacted.
Oh, that'd been funny though.
Is he here yet?
Just kind of like turns around, sees that he's not there anymore, looks at Bug Vader.
No, he's in the room. He's sitting on the couch. At this
Okay,
point,
one of you say something, you socially awkward people. Ugh. Let's go play with the Roomba.
Yome, look.
Hmm?
If you can see the screen, Yome's pointing towards the plate. Or Cross is pointing towards the plate.
Oh.
Just kind of walks to the plate.
Alan's just sitting there holding a plate. Just kind of
Yeah.
looking down at a plate.
Looking at the pancakes there.
They were,
Did you like them?
yeah.
It was my first time. Well, this one was my second time.
Second
Okay,
time.
not putting that one out of context.
Second time.
My second attempt today.
Where was your first one?
Points to the garbage.
They didn't come out right the first time.
I was worried they would kill you.
Well, these are really good. Really good. I know they weren't piping hot whenever I got to them, and I'm really sorry about that, but I had a couple of bites while they were, I guess. Thank you. I should clean this.
It's fine. It can wait. We have a long day ahead of us, do we not?
We can wait for you two to guess first.
Yeah, I guess we do.
I am sorry. I should do better at surprises. I did not mean to spook you.
It was my fault for being how I was this morning. Don't worry, you tried to tell me. It's not your fault. Also, I'm sorry, I heard everything you said earlier, but I wasn't in the bathroom, and I felt like it would have been awkward to say something from a different room than the one you were standing in front of.
Just kind of looks at
It would
kind
have
of-
been. That would have been more awkward replying from the bedroom instead of the implication that you're taking a shit.
she was saying things so, well, it was, I would have had to say it loud and it would have trailed and,
Have you not watched any rom-coms? Surprisingly, I do, because when you're a scam network, rom-coms are like the shit for some reason.
What?
Anyway,
I don't watch a lot of comedies,
okay,
actually.
then what about dramas? Like the door opens, she turns her head dramatically, and it's like, I hear you.
I usually just watch action movies, actually.
Then do a superhero landing. I don't know, just anything.
I'm not really into superheroes, to be honest.
Oh, look at me, hipster man.
No, I just like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm not very cinema cultured. Is that how you say it?
You're excused for now.
That's fine. The only movies in my records are ones patients would watch. Like,
Like absolutely nothing because we don't have movies in the house.
like nothing.
Like Patch Adams.
The Miracle of Life.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Greek Wedding.
The Tick on VHS.
Click
My
with
big-
Adam Sandler.
anything with Adam Sandler.
Actually, you'd probably watch a lot of soap operas.
We noticed that Adam Sandler helps speed up patients' recovery.
Or death. Anyway,
Either one, something happens faster.
Marley.exe and me.
Anywho.
That one's good.
I am glad that you liked them. And
Cross brought up shopping for some programs today.
yes, it is something we had considered doing.
Do you guys have any ideas on what you want to get?
Looks at Bug.
We could try to upgrade any programs you already have, or we can try to find something new.
Bug Vader, you were considering a program to talk to viruses, were you not?
Yes, actually.
Oh, not sure if we can find something like that in a regular store, but we can try.
Huh? Are we going to the black market?
No.
No.
Oh.
Why were you excited?
Oh,
my
You're
mom.
asking why he was excited?
My mom might be able to find something like that, though.
Oh, your mother has access to the deep web?
No, she's
Oh.
she's a research leader at Scilabs.
Oh, she has connection.
She works pretty heavily on things like that, using the navies at Scilabs. Okay, that is... Maybe I shouldn't.
It's really weird to psycho laugh when my face hasn't changed expression.
It's really weird to psycho laugh. Ending sentence right there.
Just let him have this. That's the only way he knows how to laugh.
Oh, Garfield, you can't eat that lasagna.
So you're not wearing your regular outfit, Yomi?
Yes, I snuck to Miss Toki's yesterday to borrow the copybook.
I noticed.
I was informed of how you broke in.
We didn't have her server address, Cross.
You should really try calling ahead.
We have it now.
I'm
it's
very
fine.
concerned.
Bug, were you were conscious too? I wasn't part of it this time, but I would have been.
So it is fine. Because of it, I was able to spend quality time with Miss Toki. And I was able to borrow some of Night Bunny's clothing.
I heard
And
it
the
was a very
copybook.
fun time for you.
It barely was.
Well, it looks nice. We should make ourselves, I guess, ready to go. unless you guys have anything else to do here.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to find Nell immediately. They said that she was gonna be looking for a job today, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
There, done the art for now. It didn't turn out the way I liked it, but whatever.
maybe
It's
we
good
could
enough.
send a message out to Beastman and see around when they're going to be available.
A good plan.
So what is this? Well,
Wait for the
Is it-
audience to see if they get it.
I think I get it.
Okay, let's see.
I don't feel safe when I look at it.
No, I think I know exactly what this is a reference.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the holes in his face.
Don't zoom in that much, please. That's the best I can do with this fucking
He can't do
program.
anything about his enlarged pores, Jake, okay?
Those are more than pores. Those holes are in his mouth.
And cavities. How dare
Those
you?
aren't on his teeth.
I hope you appreciate the Common Rider reference. I'm gonna erase it.
happy
Yeah, yeah.
birthday. I thought it might have been that.
Yeah, that's what I knew immediately.
Like after looking at it for a bit, I thought it might have been that.
Beautiful, Will.
I have one
It's
more
not
question
beautiful. It sucks now. I hate it. Okay, fine.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
to ask. Should I keep teasing to a minimum today?
That means tease as much as you want.
Mm,
I don't
Kinda
know.
just looks at Bug Vader unsure, just like,
I don't know. I don't want to tell you to do anything you don't want to do, Yome, but I
He's
don't.
too
Also,
shy to
I
say
also
he
don't
likes
know.
it.
I also don't know if we're gonna have Nell and Beastman with us, and I'm not very good with people, so maybe.
I also meant in the context of right now.
Oh, look at that cross. We have somewhere to be. We do? Read the room.
I'm going to go message Beastman.
Let's also do that.
Do you guys want to go message Beastman?
Yeah, leave these two in room together for some reason.
You guys just slide out of frame.
I don't need to leave the PF.
you see Bug Vader's arm just. Come, guys.
So Cross,
Hello.
you begin to message Beastman. While you're doing that, Yome, what is it you want to say or tease at Alan about?
Well, he hasn't answered her.
Of course he hasn't, because he's Alan.
I'm going to take.
He's
my
already
silence-
technically given an answer of probably, but like
Mhm.
then you asked again after getting the answer, so it seems like you just want to do it anyway.
No, she won't. She just. I will take the absolute silence as keeping to myself today, even when at home. And that is fine. I do not wish to make you uncomfortable.
Now we have to deal with this will she, won't she for 5 more seasons.
Let us focus on having fun today.
Looks down.
I'll get you back. Well, if you're not going to say anything to him, we're going to move on to Cross, because Cross said she was going to be messaging Beastman.
He's not saying anything, so now she's getting nervous, so it's just.
I mean, he gave you an answer, Squeaky. There's not really much else he can say.
That's fine. That is fine.
You know, it'd be nice on tabletop, a color picker. That's all I want for Christmas.
A color picker?
Like the little drop thing where you can like select colors and stuff from like what's around you.
Ah,
An eyedropper.
gotcha.
Because
Cross.
with that, it'd be a lot easier.
You and Bug Vader and Bug message Beastman. Upon messaging Beastman, you guys see that he answers you via a call. As you see what appears to be Beastman standing there. One thing you notice about Beastman standing there. I mean, you may notice it because, like, I don't know. I don't even notice it yet, so maybe you don't.
What do you
notice it.
mean out of the gutter, Eggy? I just want them to kiss. Them going beyond that? Both of them are too shy,
There.
and one of them I think would. I had something and then I lost it. Either
So-
that or it's too inappropriate for YouTube.
Cross and Bug Vader. You guys
Yes.
call Beastman. As you do, you notice that Beastman answers you in the form of a call. You also notice that Beastman seems to be standing out in front of a building, and off behind him, you see what appears to be President Nell, just kind of standing there.
Were we supposed to meet up?
As
Good morning.
as you see that he is apparently currently in the real world. As he seems to answer you, he goes, "Good morning, Cross, Bug Vader. It's nice to see you again, Bug Vader. You weren't at school yesterday.
Nice to see you too. I'm sorry about that. Had an existential crisis.
It's no problem.
Again.
As long as you were able to get the homework, I believe.
Homework?
Yes. We
On-
told you how to.
On Monday, we're going to be doing virus busting techniques and learning more about them from Miss Prague. So, making sure that you were informed about it.
I can assure you I was informed.
Remembering, on the other hand.
There is one other thing that you two may want to know about.
Uh-oh.
Miss Nell, she seems to have gotten the wrong idea again.
Well, what has happened?
Well, yesterday, we had spoken about our plans that we were having today, as well as the plans that all of you were having today. And the potential of maybe happenstantially meeting up casually.
Right, that was it.
She seems to have taken that as it's going to happen.
Right.
We have walked by the cinema at least 5 times now this morning.
Okay.
It seems as
can
if
Nell hear what you're saying?
no,
Hold on.
she's back there.
Okay. Is she the jealous type?
No, she just seems to be trying to happenstantially meet up with you. Casually.
Okay. Conversation. Better, they're probably not doing anything. Let's go.
We were
Good.
just about to head out soon. We'll be in the area shortly.
Take your time, of course. But if you wouldn't mind at least giving her the option of joining you today or not, I believe she isn't actually too keen on watching a movie, but I'm sure she can be convinced. I believe she just wanted to make sure that she was here for your casual appointment that was not an appointment.
As Beast and Cross here in the background. Hey, Alan, we're going to the movies first.
Each individual.
With that, Beastman seems to close out the call. And Bug Vader, as you say that, Alan seems to fumble around at his PET right now, as him and Yomi have been sitting in somewhat silence during this time. What?
Oh, please tell me you were actually doing something and I interrupted.
No.
Damn it.
Were you expecting something?
No, but I was hoping. Anyway, We're going to the cinema
Yeah,
first.
because of bug, I think we are going to have to need this.
God damn it, Bug.
There we go.
Opening your fucking face
There
hole.
we go. Perfect. It's a 13 now. Anyway.
You're welcome,
Okay.
guys. What can I say except you're welcome?
What can I say except delete this?
Look, I just want Alan to be on the same page as my stress levels, okay?
I want him to suffer as I do.
Will, do you regularly wake up to denying reality?
Sometimes.
Actually, yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh,
There are some dreams I have where it's hard to distinguish what reality is, because I have those dreams where it feels like everything I do in the morning, and then when I wake up from
Hey, Will.
that, it's... Yeah?
There's 47 people watching you right now.
Oh. So I should be talking about my wet dreams.
Let's go back.
Disconnected from the server.
yeah,
I can take the
same.
hint.
Why did it? No!
I got disconnected too. And don't worry, I think it was just us. I think your end is fine. I think it was literally just us.
Is the
Okay.
stream still going on?
Yeah, no, the stream is
Stream is
still
fine.
fine. Everything is still fine.
Okay, let
It
me.
just booted us out of the room. Fine.
Yeah, it kicked me out because of what I was saying. It was kicking Squeaky out for not having Yomi.EXE Alan this game.
Gotcha.
Excuse me, he's uncomfortable. Look at him, he's got anxiety.
I understand that. The
I
server doesn't.
will say, as for Bug and Vader, the constant like telling him about this stuff while Yome is present is definitely not doing good for his stress levels.
I understand this, but either doesn't or
Or
doesn't,
doesn't care.
One of the two.
He either doesn't know or doesn't fucking care, and either way, it's not good.
Either way, we're going to the cinema first.
Oh.
Alan, do you like
We're,
surprises?
we have to wait for people to get in.
Yeah, Jake's still getting in the room.
You haven't yet.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten in the room yet because I haven't tried.
I don't want to do any talking while people are loading into the room, because sometimes when people load into the room, I lag out. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait till everybody gets into the room before we continue with this, whatever this is. Fucking nerds being nerds. Come over to Twitch, you nerds. We can't go to Twitch right now, Emerald. We tried.
Twitch decided it doesn't like us.
So
I think
we came to the
I think Emerald's saying that to the other people who are usually not here on the Twitch streams that are here because it's YouTube.
Gotcha. I mean, we usually get around this number during RP days.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing
CG,
good.
remember when Alan was at 8 stress, guys? Yeah, we remember.
You
Now we
remember?
fu-
Remember when Alan was at
Yeah.
8 stress?
Yeah,
I remember.
I remember.
You guys were doing so good, bringing it down so much over like the course of a couple. You guys are doing so good. Now he's at 13. Unlucky number 13.
Yep.
All right, everybody's back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go to the cinema first.
Why? What's up?
Let's see. How do I word this?
Okay, I'll take it from here. Remember yesterday when we were talking to Nell?
You mean the thing you weren't there for?
Reverse time.
How about I?
I'm sorry, Will.
Yeah, you
The
weren't there
what?
for that, Will.
The one
I'm
time
glad
I
you remember. Yeah, I'm glad you
The
remembered
one
it.
time.
I'm 100% glad you remembered it. Like I'm very happy.
And this is proof that I do try to listen.
Definitely. You know what? Will? You know what? To show how much I really do appreciate that, because I really do. Here's another one. There you go. You have another inspiration.
How do I put this? Cross. You.
You put it.
Nell is trying to casually bump into us.
Oh God.
She has walked past the cinema multiple times.
Mm.
Hey, you shouldn't mention that part and increase its stress.
Yeah. You know that thing we're trying to not keep fucking increasing.
Everybody looks at Bug, including Vader, who just like inverts his face into his face.
Yeah, because the Metals are looking, he's going to look at the reflection of Bug Vader in the Metals helmet. What?
So Ronan just gave him another $2. Says, okay, that wet dream joke deserves an inspiration. Well, all right, cool. Here we go.
No, it didn't, but thank you anyway.
It's his birthday. He can say whatever it is. Whatever it is deserves them. He's giving me $6 on his birthday. It's like reverse birthday. It's great.
Who knew that the fourth wall was on Bug Vader's helmet this entire time?
I guess we should go bump into her?
I mean, we don't. It wasn't like this was a plan, right? Like, I mean,
It was not a plan, but remember what Beastman had told us. She is very accustomed to the idea of routines and appointments. It is just the way she is. But as we go, we can see her and we will play along.
We are missing nothing by seeing the movie first.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, you guys are
Does it
right.
play at this hour?
If it is open, then it is playing.
Rolling something. for
Knowing
Alan.
her,
I'm so glad that like whenever we finally up his stress, he's getting low rolls. It's like whenever we had it at a level that was still really high, he got nothing but great rolls. Now he's getting low rolls for it. You guys do notice that as you guys are talking about Nell, Alan does look very kind of uncomfortable. Again, Cross and Yomi, you guys kind of get it, as he was very, very awkward and uncomfortable during the conversation that happened yesterday when it came to Nell. He doesn't seem to know exactly how to feel about her and how she acts. But even though he does look uncomfortable, you guys do recognize that he understands, like, maybe we should go and check out things with her. But he does show a bit of uncomfortableness about going and seeing her today. As he sits up.
Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Why wouldn't it be?
You are right.
It's not like I'm antisocial, and the being around a person who's probably even more antisocial than me makes me feel like I'm the one acting normal, and that scares the hell out of me, because what happens if we go up against someone who actually is acting normal, and then I
Alan.
see him he doesn't actually say any of this out loud.
Okay.
also out of character, how hilarious would it be if Nell was... This seems like something Nell would do. She's cycling through around the cinema, it's closed, and she's actually cycling there, expecting Alan to be early there, so that she could point out that the cinema's closed, but they could do something anyway.
Well, it's like what Beastman said. They just seem to always come back toward the theater whenever she's out there. Because again, they're out there looking for a job, but she seems to be like always, after whatever doing what they're doing, returning to the cinema, trying to casually run across him.
And also, I agree with Falcon Films.
Okay.
I sense Alan's stress levels up. We need an Alan and Donovan sleepover!
Exactly. They would both love that, I'm sure.
He just bursts in with his pajamas. It's the middle of the day. That
I
is
heard
so
you need
cute.
Bifsy! Anyhow.
I brought Teddy Ruxpin.
Even though currently Currently it seems that Donovan is still in the not trusting of Alan stage.
Well, of
Yeah.
course, but he's still gonna come in his pajamas with
That
Teddy.
doesn't mean he's not gonna share his pizza nuggets, okay?
True.
It just means that the sleepover is only gonna stay up until 2 a.m. talking about their feelings, not 3 a.m. like usual.
Let's stay up all night and talk about boys. What? Girls.
Are you gay? It's okay if you're gay. Nope. It
So
turns
tell me
out
about. So tell me about yourself, Alan. I'm kidding. I just. Anyway.
Phantom, how
Do we
much
have it
money-
here? No, we don't have the art here right now, unfortunately. I just looked.
Hey, Phantom,
the
how
smoochy
much
art of them.
is it for an image of...
We've already got an image
Donovan?
of them smooching. What do we need now?
I want an image of Donovan in his PJs, a onesie, bursting in the door, kind of like, you know in Phoenix, right, when Francisca comes into the courtroom, like that pose? But it's Donovan with a teddy bear and pajamas going, does somebody need a sleepover?
I was gonna say maybe it can be like a little stuffed Blitzman, but
No,
A little
it's
stuffy
stuffed
Blitzman.
whatever.
or a
whatever that
bear
Meatbox
dressed like
character.
or a bear dressed like Blitzman, Blitz Bear.
Blitz Bear.
Well, this is from when he's little, so it'd be the girl from the mate box.
That's a body pillow.
I just realized they're both Capcom, so it works.
Okay, here's the big thing too. Like, just for a second, imagine Donovan, who, according to like how he was responding to the MateBot stuff like yesterday, would not know that they are like supposed to be lewd or anything like that, and actually does have the body pillow, and like it's just like this is my pillow.
This is my pillow. I have trouble sleeping sometimes. These are
As his friends like go in the room. Oh, that's what you're in the closet about. I thought you were just gay.
What?
Well, I'm glad you don't think I'm gay. What are you talking about? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
A little secret.
Either way, before we get too far down this rabbit hole, Alan seems to agree to go and talk with Nell and have their casual encounter there. He's not. You guys again know that he's obviously not 100% on the idea of hanging out with her too much, because he still seems to be somewhat reserved of her and how she act. But at this point, Alan looks to you guys. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we head out?
Maybe another time. What I had planned.
Okay, cool. Whatever the fuck that means. I'm kidding.
Well, if we are going to look over programming, it means we'll be budgeting our money, will we not? I am borrowing this from Miss Toki. I had considered purchasing some actual clothing now that I have a rough estimate of my measurements.
Except she gave you really bad measurements.
Yeah, I know. That's why she said a very rough estimate. But I can probably get my measurements at a clothing store. But that could be done later or maybe next time.
Definitely.
That's down.
Let's go ahead and see how he deals with this now. Oh, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Yep, let's go.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yep.
I do not have...
Alan's
Follows.
just sitting here like, remember whenever my plan this weekend was just to watch a movie? Man, let's fucking go have all kinds of awkward social interaction and freaking be in a shop with Yomi asking me, oh, does this look good, Alan? And then me having to fucking hide the fact I'm in a women's clothing store while she's getting fucking... I'm kidding!
Man, we don't have to do that either, Alan. That's
Man,
fucking kill yourself.
So welcome to how Alan is acting whenever he has extremely high stress levels.
That's great.
he is very much inclined to do just about anything you guys want to do, and he's very much showing on his face just how much he does not want to do these things. If he was in any other situation, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, Yome, let's go and do the things you want to do, and definitely go and do those things." Except now it's like, "Yeah, I just smooched you, and now we're gonna go and you're gonna get your measurements done, and you're gonna want to buy clothes, and I'm gonna have to sit there probably while you're changing clothes, and like you're gonna come out and be like, hey, look at this outfit, and hey, look at this outfit, and hey, look at this outfit, and I'm supposed to sit there and pretend like I didn't smooch you this fucking morning, and you're gonna."
Man, that sounds like a whole lot of not my problem, Alan. That sounds like a whole lot of not my fucking problem.
Alan seems to be very much keen on doing that, guys. He seems very much, yes, let's go and do all of those things after dealing with the Nell thing, and after today's gonna be fucking great. As he goes to the door and he goes to leave the house, and you notice that he does not even think a single time about potentially locking the door or anything.
Did he even grab the PET?
Alan, don't.
I'm gonna
forget me.
roll. I'm gonna roll for that. Did he even
'Cause
grab
that's
the
thing,
PET?
It's like she sees him go out the door. It's like, is he holding the PET with Cross and Bug Vader?
Nope.
She just kind of looks at the PET for a minute. Well, bye, guys. No. She's gonna pick up the PET, and she's gonna follow Alan.
Remember to lock
She's
the
gonna
door.
go lock. She's gonna go lock the door.
Thank you. Having no arms is painful.
My apologies if I do nothing but screw up today. I fear that I am no good at even my own purpose.
No, you're fine.
You didn't hear fuck all. You fuck off, you piece of shit.
He is in a rough spot, and we
I
are.
know. Let's buy you a fucking pacifier, you literal infant. Fucking. We don't have a key, do we?
What do you mean?
House key. Before locking the door, do we have a house key?
Well, we sure as heck
We
don't.
don't need to. We
Everything
don't need
in
him to
his-
stress even more
Everything
because
in his house is like electronics, Wiki.
Okay, so this PET can unlock this door. We're not locking ourselves out of the house to cause him more fucking stress.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, there is one way to have him stress if he's
We'll break the
missing his-
window. Fine.
if he's missing his stream key.
She says that, but she says it lowly to the PET, so Alan doesn't fucking hear. And she's just gonna follow Alan.
You guys get outside the gate. Alan seems to be waiting for you guys at the gate. He just kind of like looks back and he's like, "You guys ready to go?"
Yes. I have the PET, do not worry. I can hold on to it if you'd like.
He looks to you. You see like a flash go across his mind where like he seems to realize for a second that he forgot it, and then he just kind of like looks away and kind of like scratches his cheek like, yeah, that's what I meant to do. You can hold on to it."
Of course.
Let's go.
Adventure.
Hmm.
Yome,
Can't wait to tell Miss Toki about how horrible this went.
Yome, you begin following Alan. Bug Vader and Cross, you guys are in the PET as you guys are walking with Yome, and I want to know, Yome, how are you walking with Alan right now?
She's behind him.
Okay. So the only thing that you two would be able to see at all would be the back of Alan at this point.
Oh man, what an ass.
Just
He really shouldn't have wore that Speedo to the mall.
You know those nightmares where you're not wearing your pants? Man, Alan, you should have really put on some pants.
What are you talking about? I know this isn't a dream, guys. We just went over. Oh God, my pants. Anyway, Alan's just kind of like walking forward ahead of you. Then,
Yeah, just like, is he walking faster than he normally walks, or is he?
he's walking around the same speed.
After a little bit, she'll try to get beside him, but she'll still be at a good little bit of a distance. With some
So
time.
which is it?
Okay, yeah, we'll try to be beside him. We'll try to be beside him then.
There you go. It's like
Anyway,
I'll
but
be beside him, but at a distance.
Yeah, we'll be like right here.
I'll be in the road.
But like, I can't wait to breathe. We'll be next to him. We'll be next to him.
Okay. You start walking beside of Alan. As you are walking beside of Alan, you see that he seems to be doing somewhat all right. Well, he seems to be walking forward a little bit. His eyes kind of trail off toward the colorful the colorful trees over at the school, and things of that nature. As you guys are walking your way toward the subway station. Eat fresh. Not that subway station. Do you want to say or do anything, or should we move on to being at the station?
She's gonna just kind of let him hopefully cool down a little bit, and yeah, we'll just go to the subway station.
Okay. You guys make your way through, crossing Bug Vader. Do you guys want to say or do anything with Yomi while you guys are here?
No.
It is at this point, Yomi, that you were holding the PET cross. You notice that upon being held by Yomi, you can't really sense anything about Yomi's copybot body. Potentially, it's because you don't really know how they work right now. You can tell there is some level of autonomy and some level of some sort of pulsing like blood and things of that nature. But again, not knowing how a copybot works, you can't really judge any sort of vitals from it. But it's something you could potentially work on later if you find out.
Witchcraft. Soon I will be able to read even the robots.
Exactly. It's gonna be fine. You guys make it to the subway station. What? I hate how they come up so high.
There it is. Wee.
As you guys get there, Yomi, you go down the escalators with him. He seems to make his way to the ticket area. However, he seems to then reach for his PET and again does not have it because you have it.
Just holds it out to him.
Right. Yeah. He takes the PET. Upon taking it, he does what he normally does. He buys the tickets to the station, which again for students are basically free for this trip. For the trip to the town and back seems to be free. The copybots are not, but the trip is. Jeez. As he gets 2 tickets, you and his, he seems to have the PET at that point, but he does not seem to hand it back to you. Because he does note that if you would have tried to buy the tickets, it would have potentially sent a warning out to his PET because you are not him. So he will keep it for himself for now. Got him. Shall we?
Yes.
We. Okay.
Freaking Cross, I understand you want to ride the choo-choo train, but did you get too excited sometimes?
Cross hacks into the network, causes the trains to explode.
She can't even hack.
I am the train.
She can't even hack, brah.
I am train.
You guys make your way into the station. You guys wait on the train. It eventually gets there. And you guys are now on the train, where obviously various hijinks will ensue, just like last time.
Will they, Deco?
Who knows?
Will they?
We'll see.
Are you waiting for me to bring up my smash dice?
Upon stepping into the train, rolling. Two, three, four, five. Okay, so it's that one. Upon stepping into the train, bing,
Oh, cool.
you guys see a
You.
familiar face in the train.
Oh,
Does
cool.
she
You.
just live on the subway?
It could have been her, Donovan, or John. But
Right when we need Donovan, of course we don't fucking get him. Go away! Oh, damn. There she is.
eventually, Squeaky will stop eating my stuff. Eventually. Who's to
I
say?
have to do it at least 3 times a game. I think that was my 3rd time for the day.
As you guys see Savannah. She has made herself onto the train. You see that she has what appears to be a pipe in her mouth, as well as a newspaper out in front of her.
Cool.
As she is sitting, pipe in mouth, newspaper in front of her, she seems to be eyeing at the door as you guys come in. She seems to look forward toward the newspaper yet again.
Cool.
Alan sees this, at which point he goes and sits opposite, not really with her, just opposite of where she's sitting, and he does not seem to immediately chat at all. Cross, you say hello. You are in the PET at the moment. A very like low-ish hello is echoed throughout the train as Savannah looks up like, huh? The hell? Yomi, where do you want to go?
She's actually gonna stand. She's actually gonna look for those little handrail thingies. She's gonna stand.
Just gonna stand?
Yeah, she's
They're
gonna hold on
super
to. She's gonna hold on
crowded
to one of
train.
those handrail thingies, and she is going to stand. She will not sit next to Alan.
Okay. You just gonna stand in the middle then?
Yes.
Okay. You stand up in the middle as Alan is sitting down with his PET, and Savannah is taking out her pipe from her mouth. At which point she kind of like seems to dig into her pocket for a moment and pour something inside of the pipe before putting it back to her mouth. As she does, she seems to breathe into the pipe, and a bubble come up from the pipe.
Oh god, you vape? No. No.
As a bubble comes up from the pipe, it seems to levitate for a second before popping.
Good morning.
She looks at Savannah and says that.
The newspaper immediately folds down as if she was waiting for someone to talk to her. As she goes, takes the pipe out of her mouth. Oh, good morning.
Funny that you are in the train early as well. Are you also going to the movies?
To the movies? Nah, nothing around that I really want to see. There's not really a lot of things I want to see. To be fair, don't really follow media, things of that nature. Puts pipe back in mouth. Not really that into it.
Do you just like being in the train?
Takes pipe back out. Get some good people watching done.
People watching? People do that.
A lot, actually. Though, to be fair, I haven't had too many more interesting encounters since the last one. Also, hi to you as well, Alan. Thanks for asking. I'm doing fine. Hi, Savannah. She just kind of like looks at him, looks back at you, looks back at him. I'm gonna roll for her for a second. No, she doesn't fucking notice. It's like, I'm a people watcher, not an understander. What you talking about? Obviously, this is fine. she looks at you. She sees how you're holding on to the rails and things, and just kind of like tilts her head a bit. Didn't you say last time you were falling all over the place?
I have learned from previous mistakes. I am taking precaution by holding on to the railings.
Oh, where'd you go yesterday?
Huh?
Where'd you go yesterday?
We did not go anywhere yesterday. I meant...
Oh,
the
so you're
last-
just assuming it's going to be different then.
Huh?
Oh, no problem. I just thought that, maybe baby steps, but if you're gonna stand up through it, maybe it means you're used to the copybot. I thought you guys might have went somewhere yesterday. A date, maybe?
No, we did not.
No date.
Mm-mm. I am a net Navi.
Well, that's a shame.
Why is that a shame?
Thought it was interesting.
Apologies for the misunderstanding.
Well, you're no fun this morning.
It is complicated.
Just kind of looks away, like looks at her and then looks away.
Looks to you, looks to Alan. Are you gonna carry yet, Savannah? You gonna give any sort of... Okay. That's an 18. It's pretty okay. She looks to you. She puts the pipe back into her mouth. I didn't know. I tried to say yes to the message from Mr. Bubblebox because you have to do that on YouTube. You have to say yes to them. But then Dodge commented something and it made it go up and it made me deny it. So Mr. Bubblebox, I didn't mean to delete your message.
It says it was remember when fucking a robot wasn't an ethical dilemma. That's what he said.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But as Savannah looks to you, looks to Alan, kind of just like stews in that for a minute. At which point she looks over toward her own PET. Really is a shame. Here, I thought I found something interesting. Before I saw you on the train the other day, I didn't really have too much of an interest in Navis who could really think for themselves. Caliber here, he's a bit quiet. Not really his fault. I really suck at things like this. Not like you guys who go to your fancy school. I guess I go there now too, so I shouldn't really say that. But thought there was something interesting about it. Guess it's nothing special.
Us thinking for ourselves is not special to you.
Seems like you're just acting like any other person. What's so special about that? What do you mean? People, well, have their ups and downs. And it looks like the two of you aren't having very many ups right now. Just like any other person. Here I thought there was something interesting about a Navi and human having some sort of chatting or forbidden thing going on about them, but it's just like any other high school romance. What, you two gonna break up now? What do you mean?
Break up. One cannot break up if one was never together. I am sure we clarified that. And again, I apologize for any misunderstanding. Alan is my operator. If he wishes anything else, it will be at his time. I do not decide that.
She
If
puts
that is not
the
interesting
pipe
to
back
you-
into her mouth, just kind of looking at you.
If that is not interesting to you, then my apologies. I will try to catch your interest in other ways,
Oh?
but probably not today.
How do you think you can do that?
There are several things I can do, but today will not be the day. So,
And she just kind of holds the finger up to her mouth, kind of like,
maybe next time.
Alan looks from you to her, from to you. She seems to just have a big grin on her face.
I
You
will
know,
ask, though.
for someone who seems pretty angry right now, you're really holding up.
I have no reason to be angry.
She seemed to stop. What were you saying before?
She said, it is intriguing that I interest you, or that we interest you. I am interested in your interests, but today I will put that interest aside.
It's nothing really special. Whenever I saw you guys in the train the other day, and whenever I saw you guys acting the way you were acting before it seemed like some sort of, I don't know, new thing. It didn't seem like the regular, everyday high school bullshit, you know?
I do not know what regular everyday high school bullshit is.
Aren't you supposed to be some sort of girl for that kind of thing? Like, isn't that supposed to be stuff that you understand?
To an extent, but that is all work of fiction, is it not?
Truth is stranger than fiction, but it's based in it. Anything you learn, anything you have in your head, it had to have come from somewhere. Regular, everyday romances or things like that. I really think you're getting the wrong... Everyday romances or interactions, things like that, they don't really interest me because they're, well, going to be fleeting. Anything that you do in high school with anybody else, it's just going to go away in a couple of years whenever everybody moves on. But something between a Navi and a human, someone they're probably going to spend quite a long time with, and honestly, with the way you guys were acting, it seemed like it was going to start off with a pretty fun and long, interesting thing. Something that someone like me, who likes watching things, could watch for quite a while. But, I mean, if you're just going to, well, be normal, then I guess there's really no point. But if you do promise me something some other time, maybe I'll take you up on that.
This is what they would call a bump on the road.
Speaking
Do
of
journeys
bumps,
not have those?
Speaking of bumps, we're about to start things up. Are you sure you don't want to sit down? She kind of like pats a seat beside of her.
looks at Alan.
Quite.
She's gonna just sit next to her.
You sit next to Savannah as Alan actually looks very relieved that you sit down. As Alan kind of does like a bit of a relieved look, he looks off behind him toward the windows of the train. It begins to start up as the other people begin to sit down wherever they were sitting. Seemed to have taken a little bit to actually get going, but you know, whatever. That's anime for you. You had to get this stuff out of the way first. As you guys continue forward, Yomi, go ahead and roll me for your sync as the train starts up. You are sitting down, so the DC is not going to be that high.
Can I add my smash?
I
don't know. Is Sync the one I can add smash to?
I was having you roll for if you were gonna fall.
Okay. Actually, no. Then never mind. We're gonna throw in inspiration. I don't know. Okay.
Were you trying to seduce Savannah? I mean,
No, it's fine. I'm putting in inspiration though. That is an 8. And a 10.
10 plus your
8
sync
and
of
a
3.
10.
You sit down with Savannah. You're jostled around a little bit, but you are getting used to it. You kind of understand what Savannah was saying earlier about you saying that you were getting to know some things, but you still aren't used to it. You still aren't used to something moving out from under you. The reason she was asking where'd you go yesterday was obviously like, oh, you must be very confident then. Like, you must be very confident that you can do it because you probably did it. But you kind of jostle around a little bit. She looks over at you as you jostle around. She seems very impressed that you were sitting up. She just kind of like says really low, very very low on this rumbling train, but enough to where you can hear. She goes, "Oh, I guess you probably weren't gonna have many problems after all. Maybe some of that preparing you did was worth it."
Did you really expect that I would stumble again?
I thought you might stumble, or I was more kind of hoping you would stumble.
Did you think I would do it on purpose?
I think I already said as much last time, but it is the perfect way to start a train romance, is it not? Oh, I've fallen, I'm so frail. Although I guess copybots can't really pull off the frail thing, can they?
Not exactly. I mean, it is actually quite funny hearing something even remotely positive for today.
I won't ask too many questions. You guys are obviously mad about something.
No, there is no anger. It is awkwardness.
You sure? He looks pretty angry. She kind of like motions over to him as he seems to be looking off at the windows, watching the tunnels go by.
It's that like she says he looks angry. She's like immediate concerned face and looks towards Alan.
He does? I am not human. I do not immediately pick up on things like these. Do you really think he is angry?
Something's up with him. He seemed a little upset at lunch yesterday too. You noticed that you weren't sitting with her at lunch.
We were not sitting with you at lunch yesterday.
Yeah?
Were you looking at him the whole time?
Yeah.
Why were you looking at him the whole time?
What, nothing else to do. I was kind of hoping you guys would come over to sit with me. I mean, I did put on a bit of a show to try to get you guys to come over.
My apologies in their regards. We had to talk to the president about something.
Understood, but, you know, grabbing a girl's hand and putting all your weight on it and loudly proclaiming that I wasn't going to be swayed by anything someone said, you'd think somebody would want to come over and check on me after that. But I guess he is no knight in shining armor.
Not yet.
That's fine. I guess I can play the knight. Don't worry, Prince. I won't take your princess away.
He is not a princess.
And you're not a prince? Were you gonna follow it up with that?
I am not a knight.
I didn't say that.
Oh. My apologies.
Remember, I'm the knight in this role. You're the prince, he's the princess. Get your roles together. What, you think the knight has to get with the princess? That's really not how monarchies work. Obviously, he has to go for somebody with around the same form of power or greater than his in order to have any sort of merit. But, of course, again, adding a little bit too much realism, I guess.
I only have a limited knowledge. And it's been tested so many times today.
She just kind of twiddles her fingers together.
Like, how would you feel if you woke up to someone with pancakes?
Ah, sweet pancakes.
I didn't get that reaction.
Hmm.
Well, I kind of did.
Puts pipe in mouth, blows bubble.
Mm,
Hmm.
I think now that I have thought about it a bit more, I think I do know the reason why he is upset.
Care to share with the class? Care to share with the class, my prince?
Well, for one reason, it seems like he is very distressed about this morning. And the night before. Or do you want to know about that as well?
The way you say it, and the fact you're in that, makes me curious, I'm not gonna lie. Anything exciting happen?
I died last night.
Oh, very exciting. Went a completely different direction, though.
We all died last night.
Oh, wow. What happened?
We bit off a bit more than we can chew. I mean, we're fine now, but it did distress him a lot.
Virus?
I do not know. I do not remember.
Ah, yeah, right. Well, that's not good.
Whatever it is something we could not handle. But we will confront it another time.
Yeah, I guess that... Well, now I feel like a bitch.
Either way, it distressed him a lot, and
She kind of like tugs a little bit at the sweater, at like the sweater dress she's wearing.
this was to get his mind off of things and make him feel better. It didn't work.
From the rumors I heard about him... Guess they aren't true. Something like that would have excited a guy that I would have heard about with those kind of things.
She opens her mouth to say something, closes it, hands on lap, and looks away.
Well, I feel like a bitch. I thought you guys were just having regular boyfriend-girlfriend troubles, and I was just teasing you a bit.
We are not boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yet.
Yet? He does not seem interested in anything like that.
Maybe he's just not responding to how you're going down.
I do not know how to respond properly or go down.
Well, you see, there.
She
you-
says, "Close."
She giggles. It's like, I heard that cross. I'm kidding.
I can only do so much based on my knowledge. And what I just did completely backfired. So I am a little bit in questioning almost everything I know.
Maybe he's not angry. Maybe he's worried. Or, I guess, stressed out. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want that kind of thing right now. I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff, sorry. I really fucked up.
It is fine. For now, I will simply prioritize his comfort above all else. It is all I can do.
You know, you really are a lot different than Caliber. Sometimes I wish that I could pick at him a little bit and see how things go, but now I feel like I want to do something. Do you guys want me to take care of that virus for you?
How would you be able to help us?
Well, I'd kill it, whatever it was.
Well,
She's kind of like puts a finger to her hand, like she puts like a hand to her, like a finger to her chin.
the three of us could not handle it. Are you confident that much in Caliber?
Caliber isn't like the three of you. He's, unfortunately, fearless and efficient and, in every way, unchallengeable. I've got a lot of really strong chips. I've got a really strong Navi. There's no fault. There's no flaws here, unfortunately.
And would you really do that without asking for anything in return?
And it's like, what, 10 minutes out of my day?
I do not see too much of a problem except for Alan's comfort. I do not know if he has ever brought a girl home.
Well, he's got you.
I am...
Do not.
technic-
She kind of like motions to you, particularly around your chest. Like, do not.
Mm,
You are far more than I am.
do you really think so?
Motions to self.
Mm,
You have the assets and the ass when you set. Get it?
I think I understand.
Should I talk louder so we can get him to hear us? Or you fine with me talking like this?
Unless we do not go into any detail, I do not want Alan to think I am disclosing everything about his personal life, and thus him getting angry at me.
Got it. Just thought about teasing.
But if you want to offer him help with that virus, then you are more than welcome to. I do not see why you could not help if you are confident in your abilities, but we do not take any responsibility for any damage to Caliber if you choose to help. Protocol.
You really are worried about whatever this thing is.
Very worried. I do not wish Alan to be more stressed and upset than he already is.
Alright, fine, I'll think about it.
I do appreciate
I might want to try to get Caliber one of those backup datas or whatever first.
Please do. I do not want you to lose your Navi.
He hasn't lost yet. She kind of just like looks up from where she was, looks over toward Alan, looks back over towards you. So how does one go about getting something like you?
Me specifically?
I mean, that'd be nice, but I don't know. Having two Navis out there going after him seems a little bit sad.
I mean, well, what do you mean by how does another one of you?
How do I don't know, get good at that stuff?
Customizing?
I guess. Is it hard?
I do not know. I was taken from a program, and I think the remains of another Navi, and other things. I am sure that Alan would have no qualms helping you. Maybe that way he can repay you for the virus, if you are able to handle it.
I don't know if I want help. Maybe, I don't know.
Aside from that, customizing is apparently expensive.
Ah, well, I guess that stops it then. Ah, well. Where are you guys heading off to today?
We are going to the cinemas to, air quote, casually bump into the president.
The president?
The student council president.
Ah, I thought you were talking about... Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yes, we are going to do that. And there are other things we planned for today. But I am second-guessing my plans.
What's up?
Again, Alan is rather stressed. So I fear he is just letting things go. Not put up a fight. Or to not cause further stress. I wish I could explain everything, but I also do not know how much is too much.
Maybe he needs some time. I don't think that he dislikes you doing what you do. He didn't seem to look that way the other day.
You
And
think so?
whenever I was laying in your lap, he seemed pretty weirded out by it, pretty uncomfortable. You don't get like that unless, you're a little bit flustered. Maybe he needs some time. Whatever it is you want to do later. I mean, after your movie or whatever, I might be free.
Really?
I mean, I was thinking about just staying on the train all day. Not much else I can do.
Should we send you an email? We do not have each other's communications.
Yeah, probably should. I mean, Caliber's not very good at that, though. Maybe regular email would be best. Yeah, sure. Let me jot it down for you. She just takes like a piece of the newspaper she was quote unquote reading and just kind of like loudly rips some of it, causing Alan to look over like, ah. You see that she just kind of like pulls out a pen and writes just lazily over like a gray part of it what appears to be an email address for her. As she hands it off to you.
Thank you.
Again, I'll probably just be here on the train. Not a lot really I can do in this place.
Why?
Well, train's free.
Do you not have hobbies or interests aside from net battling?
Oh, I have tons of them. Net battling's just free.
I see.
Net battling, people watching, mowing lawns is a great hobby. I love it. Love it. It's great. It's wonderful.
Humans are very odd. But if you enjoy cutting grass that much, then there must be some merit to it.
Oh my god, you're wasted on him. She just kind of like looks at you like, Why can't Caliber be as cute as you?
Did she say that?
Yeah.
Out loud?
Yeah. Just kind of like leans back.
I almost fell unconscious there, so I think I'm gonna tap out.
That's fine, dude. We started off a little bit late, and I knew you were gonna get a little bit tired. Well, I'll talk to you later, man.
Later. Sorry, everyone.
We started an hour late, man. It's fine.
Oh, hold on. Hey, Alan.
Yeah, what's up?
No one loves you. Bye.
Ouch. I mean, it's true, but ow.
Yomi's a whole lot of fucking nobody then.
That's true. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, it's true.
But yeah, Will was talking about being tired earlier today, guys, and by the time we started game, it was an hour late, so we were already talking about him being able to leave a little bit early, unfortunately. But that's fine. Who needs Bug Vader? I'm kidding.
Yeah, so she just like leans back, says that out loud, kind of holds her hand up like,
That is,
Alan's just across them, you guys, like, what are they talking about?
looks towards Alan, looks towards her again.
do you think I am cute as well?
Why do you have to say that? You're a Navi. You're basically made to look perfect, right? Isn't that what Navis do?
I do not know.
All I
because
have is
sometimes-
Caliber. I don't know.
I do not know because sometimes they look like Bug Vader.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes they look like Blitzman.
Wait, what's a Bug Vader?
Alan's other Navi. Oh, yes, you did not see him.
Alan has other Navis? Oh, right, that other cute girl, that's Bug Vader?
No, that is Cross.
Ah. We're talking really low. You shut up over there. I'm kidding. You talk with Alan. We're over here talking about you being cute.
Okay.
You jerk.
I mean, Blitzman and Beastman and Chillfox, would they also be considered cute? It seems like everyone has a preference to what they find appealing.
Don't know about that Beastman guy. I don't think I've seen that one, but Blitzman, that was the one we beat yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty cute.
I see, your cute is very broad then. What about sweet?
I like sweets.
Never mind. I was also called sweet. And awesome, but I do not know if they were meant in earnest.
Who said that?
Just like looks at her, side-eyes to Alan,
Oh
looks
yeah,
back
that's
at her.
Oh yeah, that's just boy talk.
So he did not mean it?
He probably meant it, or he meant to say something else, but then the boy in him told him to say that. Who's to say? I can't really tell you.
That is fair.
Honestly, I just met you guys the other day,
No, that is very fair.
and every time I try to do anything, you guys just completely surpass my expectations. Again, I first thought he was some sort of person who would come after someone for making a stand for them or whatever. Didn't happen. Then I thought that the two of you were basically like going all crazy rom-com or whatever at each other. That didn't happen. And now I'm sitting here talking to you while he's over there brooding about something because of something that happened today, which I thought was something, and then it turns out I was just being really bitchy about it because it was something pretty serious. And, you know, whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
Either way.
Mm.
As she kind of like looks over toward the tunnels leading out. We're about to head off.
Mm.
You're heading to the cinema, right? You should be getting off the next one.
Yes. It was a pleasure talking. It actually relieved some of my anxiety. I have never felt anxiety before. It is not an emotion I wish to feel again.
What are you guys seeing?
I do not know.
Ah.
I have not asked Alan. I thought he would have a general idea. I have never seen a movie.
Probably something, looking at, you know, him and you going, probably something like something lovey-dovey or something gross like that.
No, he said he does not watch rom. He said he also does not watch comedies or dramas, but that he prefers action.
Ah, gotcha. Go ahead and, why don't you go ahead and roll me for a scan, Yomi?
You're stupid. I'm sorry. She's gonna roll. That is a nat 20.
You notice.
Because I put a dice.
You notice
No,
that whenever...
Yeah, dice is 17.
You notice that whenever she had said, you know, you guys are probably going and watching some kind of, like something gross, like a rom-com or something like Kissy or something gross like that. You notice that she was very much projecting a little bit, and then by the time you had mentioned what you guys actually were going and watching, she seems pretty jealous.
Are you alright?
Oh yeah, I'm cool.
Do you want to watch a movie with us?
You guys have your date.
It will not be just me or him. We will be getting Cross and Bug Vader copybots as well.
Caliber probably wouldn't look good in one of those.
Really? You do not think so?
Also, it'd be kind of awkward, honestly, to have him around. He's mostly just pointing a direction and he hits a sword at it. We probably wouldn't be good company.
You have been good company so far. You've let me talk out my feelings to you, and for that I am very appreciative. But I also am not sure about Alan. He already seems a bit flustered about going to see the president.
Right, you mentioned her.
I feel if Alan says yes, it will be because he wishes not to start confrontation. But that does not mean another time cannot happen.
Kind of like looks over at him, looks back at you, just kind of like gives a bit of a just a smile, and you notice again from the smile it's a very awkward kind of smile, but she's like, yeah, some other time.
My apologies.
It's no problem.
I had sensed a small strike of jealousy. I do not know how to properly approach that.
Sorry, I just don't have extra money every day, and today I had a little bit, so I was wondering what to do with it. But you guys do your thing, I guess.
If you wish to do some Alan?
Alan looks over. Huh, what? Yeah?
Savannah has nothing to do today.
Cool. I'm kidding. To see where Alan is at this point, before we continue going forward, Cross and definitely Bug Vader, who's always here.
Hi, Bug Vader.
Hello.
Cross.
I'm here.
After Alan sat down and you noticed that Yomi went and sat down with Savannah, Alan kind of just looked over. He seemed to be a little bit relieved from what you can tell on his face that she sat down. Again, almost like he was worried about her. You noticed that his pulse seemed to kind of go a little bit away a bit. He seemed to have been worried that she was going to fall again. But as he kind of looked away, Bug Vader's like, I'm going to check the train network.
True.
Guys, help me! I've been trapped in the train. I can't get back.
As you are on the PET with Alan, he seems to be kind of relaxing a little bit. Again, now knowing that Yomi is seated and he's somewhat got a little bit of privacy. He seems to be very much just kind of chilling out a little bit. As he seems to be doing so, you see that he pulls out his earbuds from his bag and kind of connects them to the PET a little bit, just putting one of them in. But as he is looking off a little bit away, he kind of seems to mumble a little bit. I wonder what is up with the president.
How so?
Kind of looks down. Again, not really surprised that you're there. You can kind of tell that he was mumbling to see if you would respond. You see that again, he's holding the PET, so nothing really escapes you when he's holding it, which seems to give a bit of a more of an alert signal from him, like, oh yay, she took it. she took the line. I don't know. She's just kind of really weird, right? Like with what happened yesterday. I don't know. I feel really bad saying that, but especially knowing me and knowing that she's one of the only people who'll talk to me with everything going on, I feel really bad bringing it up. But how do you deal with somebody who's just so robotic?
How do you deal with me?
You're not. I mean,
That was
I
a
guess
joke.
you are. You're technically. Yeah. You're a lot more emotive than she is. She seems to have other thoughts. Like, I don't know. How do I put it? She's. I guess some people would think it's kind of cute. Her just kind of doing her best, but doing it really weirdly. But it also seems like a lot of hassle to have to deal with, you know? I'm complaining. Sorry.
No, it's...
There's nothing to complain about. She's not even... I don't even really know her. I'm not supposed to... I don't do good with people.
Her behavior is unusual, and it more makes me wonder how she became that way.
You actually see his eyes kind of open a little bit wide, as if something just dawned on him, like just this freaking blow his mind. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, everyone's... He kind of like grabs his head a little bit. Everyone's got their own thing, and here I am worrying so much about my stupid things.
Everyone has their own problems. It's more a question of how you deal with them. And if you look to others for help, it can be easier. Especially if somebody goes out of their way to help you.
She's probably got her own things going on and her own issues she's dealing with. I'm not... I know this is obvious, but I'm not the only one, and I think I've been thinking that I have been lately. When did I stop caring? I barely know anybody in class other than Donovan. Whenever John yesterday was talking about everything that she was thinking about what happened that day, I never even crossed my mind why I would go buy the tent instead of anything else. Maybe I just wasn't thinking, or maybe I was. I'm such a jerk.
You are not. You have been having a hard time yourself. Thinking clearly can be difficult under duress. And everyone has their perspectives, but most of all, sometimes you don't always have the luxury to be able to think of things that way.
Everything that's been going on with Donovan, too. him losing his battle chips, getting bullied himself, that never even crossed my mind before we learned that the other day.
But how would you have found out?
I used to talk to people, you know? I used to... Not a lot, but... Donovan's been a really bad friend lately. I guess you can't really even call him a friend. I still want to, but he's been a really bad one. But I still hope that he is, you know? I hope that he still is a friend. Maybe, like Dad said, after high school's over, things will get better. That kind of stuff can get put behind you. But if I really thought like that, how come I didn't notice when Donovan was hurting?
Because you were hurting as well. But that doesn't mean you can't do better, and Donovan can't do better.
Yeah. And Yomi, she's hurting too, isn't she?
She is trying to grasp what she's done wrong.
I'm an idiot, Cross. We're supposed to be going out and hanging out today. Why am I feeling so dumb? You don't have to answer that.
Good, I'm not going to.
He's just like, I know why I know you don't have to. Okay. It was somewhat rhetorical, but also somewhat not rhetorical. It's fine. It's fine, Cross.
Listen, you can think about it as hard as you want. I'm not telling you.
We're supposed to be having fun today, and I won't try to stress too much over Nell. She just wants to have fun too, right? Or maybe she doesn't even want to do it. Maybe she's just being weird. Either way, that's up to her. It's a movie. It's not like we're gonna be talking all the time or anything, right?
No, from what I understand of movies, you're supposed to be quiet during them.
Yeah, baby steps. I really do want to fix that thing or figure out how to fix it so that I can help Donovan somehow, but with everything that happened to you guys yesterday, I kind of want to stay away from it for a bit. Maybe ask Mom a couple of things when we go see her this week.
Yes, I tried looking into it last night. The best I could find was that your mother's company now owns the information, or the company that originally made them.
That doesn't surprise me. Scilabs bought out a whole bunch of companies whenever they were growing. Mom wants me to try to work there whenever I'm done with an internship. I'm not really sure if I want to. I don't think that I really would fit in there with a bunch of people who are good at things.
You're very good at things, Alan. You made us.
I put you back together. There's a difference, I think. I'm good at
Do you
following...
think anyone could have done it?
I don't know. I'm good at following directions, so maybe anyone could have done it. If I would
You
have...
would be surprised how many people are bad at following directions.
I'll take the compliment.
Damn straight you will. Now sit back down and you finish eating your dinner.
But Cross, it's Skedios. I hate them.
You will grow up to be
They're
healthy.
not even warm.
Oh, god damn it.
What kind of... If Nell does come, do you think she'd be fine watching the action thing, or should I save that tomorrow for His eyes go wide again, like, oh fuck, I have another one tomorrow. He doesn't say that, but that is just written across his face right now. He's like, he completely forgot about the John thing until just now. And that one I have to go to.
I think the action one will be more fun today.
You don't think she'll mind watching something actiony? She seems really... Honestly, I don't know what kind of movie she would like, to be fair.
At worst, it'll be a new experience for her.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd work. And if she doesn't like it, she can watch something else. Oh, God. I mean, it's not like... I'm not meaning that she can go and do something else if she doesn't like what I'm gonna... I'm thinking too much. Let's get ready to... Alan! Sorry, that was my best Yomi.
That's fine. You tried.
You tried. And you failed, but you tried.
Alan! Anyway. That was my worst Yomi, you see?
That's fine.
Was that Yome? That sounded more like...
That sounded more like Anwin.
I'm a mage! I'm Yomi! Anyway.
Alright, I'm ready to die.
Yome. You call out to Alan. Alan looks over to you. He seems, again, looking at him, he seems like a little bit less fidgety. You notice that him looking off into the distance, he might have calmed down a little bit from his little isolation. You do notice that he has one of his earbuds in. He seems to be potentially either talking or listening to Bug Vader and Cross. But he does turn to you whenever you say anything. Yeah.
My apologies for interrupting anything, but I had a quandary about what are we going to see at the movies?
What are we gonna see?
Mm.
Supportal Combat 7.
I don't know what that is, but it seems Savannah is interested and she has nothing to do today. If it is all right with you, and if she is also comfortable, maybe she could accompany us as a group. Unless you do not want that. Or maybe another time. I do not know how to properly present this.
He looks to you, he looks to Savannah. Savannah just kind of smiles as he does this. Go ahead.
She has also offered me something that I would like to bring up with you.
She looks at Savannah like, is it okay if I bring that up?
She puts her bubble pipe back in her mouth, kind of gestures with it, with the newspaper, like, go ahead, son.
I have told her that we had an encounter with a virus, and she is offering assistance if you are to also help her.
The virus? Oh, you mean the thing from... Yeah, oh. You told her what happened, right?
Yes, but she is quite competent.
Uh. Don't worry, Your Highness. This is something left to someone like me.
I tried to talk her out of it. Trust me.
Your what?
Hmm.
That's really nice of you, Savannah. I don't know. What, are you worried about me seeing your room? Mine's messy too. Got all kinds of stuff in the floor. Got a thing of cereal beside my bed in case I get noms. I don't. Okay, no, it's they died last night.
I told her that.
Yeah, I got that. Do you not... What, you think I'm gonna be, like, really super upset if Caliber bites it or something? You saw Caliber. He's not exactly the best person to talk to. He doesn't really have any sort of emotions or anything. Also, ever since I got him a couple months back, he hasn't lost, so it's not like anything's gonna really challenge him.
Alan, you didn't see what she did, the Blitzman. I did.
She knows Program Advance.
You just got your Navi a couple of months ago? You just got your Navi a couple of days ago. What up? Come on.
I'm actually not sure what the argument is there, but I feel thoroughly defeated.
How are you so strong with your Navi if you just got a Navi a couple of months ago? Oh, I've had other Navis before. It's just I just got Caliber a couple of months ago. You know, since the last one got deleted. I don't feel comfortable with this.
I guess that is a no, Savannah. I am.
Oh, no, it's fine. We can still talk about it. It's not exactly a no. That was as close to it as I could get. Which means you can't get to an outright no. So we still have room to talk about it. He just looks to the screen like, do you guys want to help me? I don't know what to do about this.
Focus on the movie.
Right, you wanted to see the movie with us? I mean, you know, if you wanted to, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I've watched most of the other Supportal Combats. I'm good. I'm not that interested in watching it, of course, but you know, I mean, Yomi needs someone to sit beside of her. I thought I would. Not only that, me and Yomi have a bit of a date afterwards.
A date?
What?
Huh? We have a date now? When did we have a date? I did not remember making a date with you. I did not know if you were of consenting age.
She looks over at you. Don't worry, I can consent. What do you mean? What? Yeah, what do you want to do? What do you want to do after the? What do you want to do after the movie? She looks at you, Yomi.
You want to go clothes shopping with me?
Yeah, we're gonna go clothes shopping. Alan looks at you, looks at her.
Just looks at Alan.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Did he say that?
Yeah. Alan seems to really not want to do that.
Yes, we have a date.
See? She kind of like moves over towards you and kind of like tries to cup your arm with hers. I'm guessing with the that means you didn't stop her.
She wasn't expecting it.
If you do not wish to go, I do still need assistance. So if Savannah is willing, it will take that burden off of your shoulders, Alan.
It's not a burden, but I mean, I just feel like
It will
maybe...
make you uncomfortable. And I do not wish to do that. My apologies for even asking.
Yome,
Besides,
I'm sorry
mm,
for everything today.
mm,
I've been kind of a jerk. Kind of just focused on my own stuff, and I really... I should tell you what I want, and I really don't want to do that.
That is fine.
I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot today, and that's just another thing, you know?
That is perfectly fine.
If you
I
guys
did-
want to go and do that, that's really cool. I mean, I don't want to stop you from hanging out with other people, Yome. In fact, I mean, you guys are a lot better at being social than I am. I wouldn't mind hanging out with you guys. You too, Savannah. But sometimes I do also like to be by myself a bit, and I should have told you guys that before today. That's my bad. I'm sorry that I've made you upset.
No, again, I apologize. I should not have come on as strongly as I...
Well, this just isn't fair. Savannah's just like sitting there just like, well, this just isn't fair.
That's not fair.
I'm sitting here holding your arms and you have no eyes for me, Prince.
I am not a prince.
Just
What
kinda,
does
like,
the
looks-
princess have that I don't have? What? I'm just playing with you guys. We're about to stop.
Who is the princess?
No. Alan's the princess. Yome's the prince. I'm the knight. You're, I don't know, some kind of plague doctor? I don't really... The medieval things are going downhill really quick.
Plague doctors were terrible at their jobs.
People liked them at the time.
She just looked heartbroken. I don't want to be a plague doctor. People were scared of them.
You'll be fine. I don't care if you want to give me the leech treatment. It's fine. If the cute girl gets over you with some leeches, you accept the leeches, alright?
Leeches are actually still used in some areas.
See, now I'm scared that you're actually going to use leeches, but we really need to get ready to get off.
They're used to stop blood clots.
So, you're completely cool with me tagging along, even though you're honestly very much looking like you don't want to be with anybody right now. It's not that, it's just... I mean, you did help me out yesterday. Standing up for me, and you're wanting to help with Yome, and you're wanting to help with the other thing. And you're new, so yeah, let's hang out. I'm already hanging out with the president. Might as well add more people. I'm fine. I should be fine. I'll try my best. It's just a movie. We're not going to be talking during it anyway. Oh, I'm a very avid talker during movies. I can never shut up. Got kicked out all the time.
Really?
I don't go to the movies. That was a complete lie. You don't have to look so worried.
Oh.
We missed our stop, by the way. What?
We did?
No, we didn't. Come on.
Oh.
She stands up. As she does, she releases your arm. She takes the pipe that she has, looks at it, kind of like taps it a little bit upside down onto the newspaper, getting rid of all the remaining bubble juice that was in it, and just kind of pockets it, leaving the newspaper behind. As she does, the train seems to come to a stop, very much slowing down a little bit as if she was ready for it. She just kind of stood up during that part. Yome, as this is going on and it started slowing down, you almost feel very much complacent with it. You don't have to roll this time.
Yeah.
As you were being distracted and kind of thrown this way and that way, your body and the strength inside of it seem to take a natural hold of itself and keep yourself from having any abrupt movements or anything going on in the train. You seem to somewhat be getting used to it.
I am doing the thing.
I am doing it. It hath been done. As she steps over and begins to step out, Alan stands up and has crossed in his hands, looks over towards you, and just kind of gives a bit of a smile, noting that you haven't like moved around a lot with your thing. It's just like, I guess I was worried for nothing. You're becoming a natural at this.
I am a fast learner.
You want to stand up?
Smiles back. Yeah, stands up.
Roll me! I'm kidding.
Falls on her face. No. I don't know what this is for, but we're doing
Oh
it
my
because
fucking god.
it is tradition. I don't know what it's gonna be for, Nico.
Let's find out.
We're gonna me. That is an 8 plus a 3 plus it would be sync or link.
Link.
Okay, plus 4. So 4 plus 7, 8 is a 15. Meow. We had to do it today.
You stand up.
Yay!
You don't get anything humongously from that. We don't really know what you were looking for anyway, so the only way I could really do something is if you got hilariously low or hilariously high.
That's fine. I wanted to roll it today. It's tradition. I promise the viewers roll at least once every game. And
You guys make your way off of the train with Bug Vader getting on the PT like, I'm back. Yeah,
train
we're
is
back. Bug.
Guys, the train is safe.
The
As we
train.
walk off in the train network. Guys, no! That's the evil me! No!
That's the
No.
evil
Good
Bug
me!
Vader. Help
No.
us! They're doppelgangers of some sort. No.
While Bug Vader was in the train, he used his fate card. No, he didn't.
Oh yeah, I was gonna use that today. Damn it.
Where are you? Where are you really?
You know, we're getting off the train.
You can still use it, yeah.
Jakku. Do you have to listen to Squeaky? Like, listen, like, does she really know what she's talking about ever?
I really don't know
No,
what I'm
she
talking
doesn't,
about.
but that's why I'm doing it.
Okay, let me
I
get
don't
the,
know
let
what
me
I'm
get the
talking
stuff
about,
up.
Jake.
Let me get the stuff up.
Yeah.
I
I was gonna do this at the start of the game, but after you were like, we hadn't started yet, I literally just completely forgot it.
Where is the player fate? There it is. Oh, no, that's not the one that has the Net Navi ones on it. Where's the Net Navi ones? I think that's on the other sheet. Megaman fate cards. So you've had Factory Reset and Roll Heart, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a d12? Ah. I was watching it and you moved it. Number 2.
We all just had a great bonding experience.
Huh.
Explodes.
How would that work on the train? Honestly, I just kind of... Something was just said that I could potentially do this with. You got one. You got one called Ghost Info.
Oh yeah?
It's not corrupted data, don't worry. But interesting. Okay. Okay, cool. So, Cross, as you are leaving the network, and Bug Vader kind of slips onto the network, onto the PT as well. You seem to, as Alan seems to pass by Savannah, heading over toward the kiosk to get you guys your copy bots. He's starting with Bug Vader for some reason. It's just, random chance. As he's doing that, Savannah seems to be standing somewhat close to him at that point, because she's hanging out with Yomi. But as that's going on, whenever Bug Vader leaves and Bug is left behind, Bug's still, not really entirely conscious while this is happening. Something happens, Cross. Immediately, you feel something intruding in the network. Something intruding onto the PET. However, it isn't setting off any red flags. It's not setting off any alarms or anything. It's obviously not a virus. Cross, you turn around and begin to search the area for it. Roll me for a scan.
Oh.
That's pretty good. What's your scan?
2, so
That's
21.
pretty good. Cross, very similarly to what happened with the one you found before, you notice what appears to be some sort of a wispy thing of almost translucent smoke in front of you. As you see this, you immediately think of Smoke Man, obviously. Like, you fiend, you've come back to kill us all. But you don't get that same feeling from this. As you look to this thing, and again, because of the scan roll you put in, you realize that this is, in fact, a ghost. This is ghost data of some sort of Navi. As you look at this Navi, it seems to be very much a Navi that does not seem very unique at all. In fact, more than anything, you can probably say it reminds you a lot of Caliber, with the way that it seems to be acting. As it just kind of like steps forward towards you, you sense no malicious intent or any sort of motives from it whatsoever. But you can tell that this creature is hurting. You notice that as this ghost data is moving forward, it appears to be fading very rapidly.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything I can do for it?
You could ask it.
Hello. Is there anything I can do to help?
This piece of ghost data, looking very similar, by the way, to something of a normal nav at the moment. So, we'll go with this one. We'll go with this one because it's blue.
Are you also fading?
I am. I'm fading fast,
That's
man.
tragic.
You see this normal nav in front of you as it seems to be fading and seemingly just like kind of disjointed. It looks at you and kind of shows its hand to you. You see in its hand a blaster, but this blaster seems very shoddy. It seems very much like it was very hastily done. You check it out for a second. Basically, this thing's a ghost data. You can check its code very easily. You recognize the code of this creature.
Why do I recognize the code of this creature?
Well, you recognize the coding, and once you've seen this sort of messy ass fucking coding, you kind of will never forget it out of sheer horror. This reminds you a lot of Savannah's coding that she had on Caliber.
Oh god. You poor creature, no wonder you're in pain. Hold
You
on, your suffering will be over soon.
You see that again. It has that blaster kind of there on it. You see that it's kind of looking at you with a bit of a not a sad look, kind of again more emotionless than anything. But you can definitely tell from this creature that it seems to be holding on to whatever scraps of life it has. It does not seem corrupted at all. Again, if it was corrupted, it would have probably turned into a virus or a Darkloid by now. From what you can tell, this thing has just potentially lived in, this ghost state has apparently just potentially lived in some remnant of Savannah's PET for quite a while. However, within a couple of seconds, it will fade if you do not do anything about it.
So, what can I do? Can I salvage it? Can I try to stop it from fading?
You can attempt to try to recover it. You can attempt to you can attempt to basically take its data from it, which is like scavenging / salvaging it. You can attempt to give it some sort of sanctuary inside of the PET, which would more than likely be inside of something that you control, such as yourself or your shield or whatnot. That's about all you can think of to do for it. Other than that, this thing will fade in a couple of seconds.
I have a question on my mind, but I'm trying to remember. The words are not coming to me. With the first one, what exactly would that do again?
If you were to try to recover it, you could potentially try to use your recover on it to stop it from fading immediately. You know that as ghost data, without some sort of a bind, it will eventually fade away no matter what. From what you can see of this, if this was one of Savannah's Navis, obviously she doesn't have backup data for it, which means that no matter what, this thing will fade away if left to its own devices. So recovering it could potentially keep that from happening for a little bit at least. But eventually, no matter what, it will fade away.
Yeah.
With that option.
The last one, because the middle one makes sense to me. I'm gonna scavenge it for bits.
The last one, you could potentially try to house it. Again, it needs some sort of something to lock it down, something to give it some sort of stability. If you were to allow this thing into your own cyber being, whether it be through yourself or through your shield program, it could potentially have some sort of stability and keep itself going for a little bit. However, you do know that accepting this Navi into you will take up a little bit of space in your inventory, but out of every fucking body, you have that a little bit in spades right now because of your factory reset.
Yeah, let's do the third one. Let's try to do the third one.
You want to try to accept this thing into your data being?
Yeah.
Cool. So, Cross, this is what happens. You look at this creature, you look at it as it seems to be, again, with no emotion, but still showing signs of wanting to cling to whatever life it used to have. As it sees you, it sees some sort of a place it could potentially be. As you look at this creature, you feel again some sort of a somewhat connection to it as well. As you try to accept it into yourself, do you want to accept it into a certain program you have, or do you want to accept it into your data being itself? Like, do you want to accept it into your own body, or into any of the programs you have?
I'll go with my body.
Okay. As this Navi seems to walk to you. You take hold of it, and you attempt to assimilate its program and itself into you to give it some sort of a chance to stabilize. There's not a lot left of this thing to where it can actually affect your personality or anything of that sort. So don't worry too much on that. You feel like if you would have done this to like maybe Smokeman, like your two conflicting ideals might have mixed at some point. You feel like if you were to have this done with like Yomi or even Bug Vader, that your memories and your emotions and things like that, you feel like you might have changed someone as a Navi. Not with this thing. This thing's a fucking blank slate.
This thing is empty inside, except for a really bad program.
This thing is very empty inside. However, upon accepting this data being into you, I have the things on here for it. If you would have done the scavenging, you would have got the gun program on its arm, by the way. And if you would have, tried to recover it and kept it around, it would have been able to. It would have basically been a Vizier card, something you could like come to with like questions, and potentially it would answer something. But accepting it into you, I would like you to first off go ahead and roll me a d20, just straight d20. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 17. Okay. That is a d8. Roll me one more d8, please. This is the last roll.
7.
7. Okay. So, Cross, you are going to be getting a +2 to your speed. Very sorry. But you are going to be getting a +2 to your speed. As well, you are going to be, as you accepted this thing into you, for a split second, nobody was around to see it, unfortunately, but for a split second, your color scheme seemed to change. All of the purple on you seemed to turn into blue for a moment. As this seemed to happen, you feel like upon doing that, your shield somewhat changed as well. As you turned somewhat purple, your shield began to shrink, and as it shrank, you noticed that your shield turned into more of a buckler as that happened. Looking to your shield in that form, in that brief second, you feel like you felt a very much a kinship to it. You felt kind of like you understood it a little bit more. You felt like you could do a ranged attack with it. Cross.
Shield, bro.
Cross. Technically, you just obtained a style.
What style?
It's not actually a style because this fucking thing.
It has no style. It has no grace.
But you basically have obtained kind of like a semi-style change, where you're able to, as an action on your turn, shift between a defensive style, which is what you are right now, and a range style, which is still defensive, but gives you more options in battle. Technically, this doesn't affect you literally at all, because the only stats you got were a +2 in your speed. So attacking with your shield in either way is the same fucking modifier. But
I mean, if the ground is lava, I can at least throw it now. And also, doesn't having that 2 speed add something else?
When it came to speed, what did I say for speed last time? I don't want to look at my things.
Speed and defense increase your AC. Although I don't remember if I'm at the limit.
Right now, you are at the limit.
Yeah.
Because basically where you're at is you have 6 defense. Yes, actually, once you get to a point where you have a higher cap, your speed does factor into your defense. It does factor into your AC. But right now, no. So once you get to a higher cap, you're automatically going to gain it. I think I think Bug Vader
Yeah,
right
Bug
now
Vader's at that point.
Yeah, he's also at that point because he has a 4 and a 5. You're technically better at it than Bug Vader, though. So, actually, no, Bug Vader is 1 ahead of you right now. So, yeah, Bug Vader's technical cap right now is 9, and your cap is 8 right now. But right now, your actual cap is 6.
Yeah.
So, yeah, eventually you will get a higher AC because of this. So, hey, that's good.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's not entirely useless.
So basically,
Mostly.
basically what this would have done is if this was any sort of other program, I would have given you a style change. I'm gonna call this a semi-style change, and I'll give you the actual program for it later. But basically, you have the ability to turn blue and throw your shield as an action.
I got retail style changes. These are like basic bitch style changes.
It's still kind of cool. You can maybe try to work with that with later on abilities.
No, this is useful. Like when we had the climb up on the platform for Smoke Man, I could have just been like, nope, throw shield.
Exactly. Everyone's like, airstrike shield, go. Cool. So that was a pretty interesting. It was a very muted version of this card, but it was a very neat version of this card, I think.
One day, just
Turn that shield into a boomerang and your fucking song go.
Just one day I'm gonna turn blue and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Cross, since when? I'm just gonna turn blue in the middle of the style change lesson. What the fuck?
It's like, now we're gonna teach you style change. Oh, like this?
But she just turned blue. I mean, that's technically it. She definitely did it.
Also, by the way, I just noticed design and things like that on you. You yourself, like all your purple turned blue. I'm also gonna say all your green turned like a orangish red. just to change more things. Because I feel like we should change more things, you know.
So wait, if the green turn, oh god, it looks like I have injectors full of blood. You monster.
I want to have more of a color swap. You know what? You can choose your color swaps. I don't care.
No, that's beautiful. I want to look like a serial killer. Thanks. Now I am the plague doctor.
Exactly. You're fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you this normal nav. And when you learn more about it, maybe we'll fill more things in about it. But next time, I'll throw some stuff onto your sheet. Look at this boy. I'll put him next to Ryan.
I need him in. Exists.
You've done it.
If he's not there, I will literally forget about him. I'll assume this is some normal nav NPC.
During Bug Vader's time inside, he eventually came out as Vader. Bug got left behind in the PUT. You get brought up for your time before you get a chance to reminisce to everybody about what just happened to you. I mean, to be fair, nothing really happened to you. You're just like, oh, this thing happened. Neat, I'm stronger now.
Oh, how neat. Look at me, guys. Turns blue.
As eventually you come out from where you are. As you come out, you are now in front of all the others. As Cross, what up?
Hello.
Everybody here?
Question: can I style change in the copy bot?
You can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Roll sync.
Let's go. Oh.
12 plus your sync.
Sync is 14.
14 altogether. So Cross. As you kind of stand there with everybody, you're just like, hey guys, and then all of a sudden you just fucking turn blue.
Oh, wow.
Yomi. Yomi, Cross turns blue, and her shield shrinks. Actually, no, you don't have your shield in this form, I forgot.
Yeah.
But I'm supposed to be blue.
It's a much deeper blue. It's like a midnight blue. Again, looking at the normal nav over here, it's like that color blue.
Mm-hmm.
She just looks very happy. The most interesting thing happened
It's
while
like,
you
I
were
thought,
getting.
but I'm supposed to be blue. But Vader just looks at you.
Am I a joke to you?
Am I a fucking joke to you, Yomi?
I am more orange.
What's up?
Was that
Um,
supposed to...
To explain it, I saw a little wisp of ghost data appear in the PET while waiting for Bug Vader to get in his copy bot. It looked like it might be just turns to her and doesn't say anything. It had
It had.
It had.
Oh, Jake's skipping out.
no
Okay, you're back. We got to it had.
unique coding as I'm looking.
She is not picking up what you're putting down. you start talking about coding, and she's like, "Oh, better fucking ditch out of this conversation because I don't give a fuck."
It seemed like it was vanishing, so I took it in. And now I can do this.
Are you sure that's okay?
It didn't seem hostile when I scanned it.
Uh.
I
well,
don't feel any different either.
As long as you're okay. I guess I got a lot of blue navies. It's kind of like looks over toward Yomi and Bug Vader.
Just crushes it, takes her hand. Thank you.
You do what?
I go over to Savannah, take her hand. Thank you.
Oh, you are welcome. Also, hi.
Hello.
Haven't met outside of the whole, seeing you freak out. You're super cute.
Thank you.
No problem.
You are very adorable.
Oh, stop it and keep going at the same time.
Those are contradictory.
Yeah.
I think I found the ghost data of Navi of yours.
Navi of mine. Ah, Caliber, did you? She looks at her thing like, Caliber, why'd you die?
How did you go in?
You didn't pick up his poop enough, Savannah. That's why he died. He's like a fucking Tamagotchi.
She looks at her PET and Caliber's just standing there just like, I have a sword.
It had a gun.
A gun?
A blaster. Kind of like pew pew.
Savannah, do you remember?
That's how meaningless they are to her.
Holy shit.
Basically.
Oh, it died again? Oh, the gun didn't work. Better go with a lance. The lance didn't work. Better go with a hammer. The hammer didn't work. She doesn't remember, does she? She fucking doesn't know what you're talking about.
One of my old navies? Can you be more specific?
She's had a lot.
Blue had a blaster.
You say blue. I'll give her one more shot with that. By the way, her intelligence is a 1.
That's great. She's
Seeing her programming, I'm surprised it was higher than a 1. It was even a 1.
That's
That
an
is a
8.
7.
That's an 8 altogether. She looks kinda ringing a bell. No, lost it. Almost had it. Lost it. Almost had it. Blaster though. Yeah, I was never very good at those. Most of the navies I had with blasters, they died pretty quick.
That explains it.
There were a couple that lasted a couple of days.
How many have you had?
A couple of days.
Well, the normal nav models are pretty cheap. I think Caliber is lucky number 13.
I thought 13 was an unlucky number.
I like to go against norms.
Luckus does not exist.
I see.
Societal norms being what they are, 13 could be the luckiest number in the world for all we know.
I guess.
You gotta think outside the box, Yomi. Or
I am.
the PT, or the net, or wherever it is. Whatever. Whatever makes sense. You guys replace my words with good ones.
I must think outside of my programming?
Snaps her fingers and like kind of points at you like that one.
Isn't
I
that
will-
like thinking outside of your brain?
Snaps her fingers and points at you, that one.
How do you think outside of Yomi across his head?
I will try to think contrary to my programming then.
Punches Alan in the face now.
Ah!
No, she didn't do that.
And then
You
fucking
punch him.
killed the man.
You don't hold back. Your copybot body just collides with his fucking face and fractures his skull, and he has to go to the hospital for internal
Yeah.
bleeding. You become Savannah's Navi. But no. Unfortunately, you're not going to get a lot of information out of Savannah right now about that cross, but maybe she seemed to almost have it. Maybe you could talk to her again at some point and get some more info.
I was just going to thank her. I wasn't really expecting her to like remember. I was actually expecting them to be dime a dozen her to remember to fuck off.
You say that, Emerald. Emerald just said Savannah replaces Alan as the pro tag. You say that. Savannah almost was the pro tag. I just didn't like the idea of making Savannah the pro tag. Because I believe that the personality I came up with her was definitely like more kind of anime like pro tag material, but not what I wanted to go with for the game. Again, whenever I talked to Phantom, I specifically made her give her these like little pouches on her belt just because like I want her to kind of be like the Beyblade, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like pro taggy
Chad?
person who like keeps all those things on them, is like, you know, really into the game and like is really good, you know, that kind of a thing. And again, we styled the belt things after like the deck boxes that like Yu-Gi and people would have on their waist. But yes. You're not getting much from her. You might be able to get something else from her later on, but right now she just doesn't seem to have the capacity to think about it. She's just like, eh. At this
Thank
point,
you. Just to her. Thank you all the same.
Hey, no problem. I'm glad I could help. Totally meant to. Maybe you
I'm
can
sure.
return the favor later.
How could I?
I can only go on one date at a time.
When you figure something out, I will do it.
Gives a thumbs up. Alan's just kind of standing there with Bug Vader, just like, I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna change
that,
back.
That actually, changing the subject to just a brief moment. Movies happen at certain times. What time is this movie?
I don't know. I didn't think we'd be going there this early, to be honest.
Is the theater even open?
That is a fantastic question.
Should we head there?
Yeah, probably. Just to, if anything, check on Prez. Have a feeling like today is going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, it should be a great movie. Not what I was talking about, Princess. Let's go. I don't want to ask why that is the thing right now.
You won't get an answer anyway.
As long as I'm not a plague doctor.
It's at this point, you guys start making your way up the escalator. My guys. as we load these things into being. You make your way back into the commercial area of Dentech City. As you do, you see some office buildings a little bit away from the main subway entrance, just like before. But you also, again, notice that as Alan is kind of pointing out where to go, he seems to be pointing off toward the building you guys had gone to before, the one with the battle chip shop and things like that inside of it. As you guys start making your way through the main part of the city, there's only going to be one more roll for now to determine one more thing that'll probably happen next game. But I do want Bug Vader. No, I do want Jake. I want you to go ahead and do this one. Go ahead and roll me for a straight d20, please, and we'll see if one of two things happen. Which one of those things will it be? You just kind of chucked it over here. That's a 5.
Oh, it was almost a 20.
2, 3, 4. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. You guys come out from where you are. Alan kind of pointing out where to go because Savannah's just like, I am not from here. I don't care. I don't know where to go. He begins to make his way through there. The 4 of you making your way with him. Going away from the flower shop, in case anybody was wondering where the flower shop was in this greater scheme of things. And as everybody is walking away, someone very interesting seems to catch wind of Alan from where they're at. As they watch Alan make their way away, they seem to notice not really him more than they notice the 3 of the ones that are with him. As this person seems to stare off toward Alan and his group, they seem to smile, a very kind of wicked-like smile, before just kind of like staring over, looking at them almost sadistically. As we pan the camera out from our intrepid heroes here, we see sitting on a bench a little bit away, looking as if they were almost waiting for something, a familiar face from the school seems to notice our motley crew. As this face seems to notice them, it looks down toward the PET in its hands. However, the camera notices that the PET, the screen of it is cracked. There almost appears to be bite marks over it. And the only thing that is visible on the screen is a pair of familiar red eyes, seemingly to belong to Sparrowman. With that, camera fades to black. To be continued.
He's clearly not important. He doesn't even have Phantom.
Oh, he doesn't need Phantom Art yet.
No.
Neither of the 2 of them need Phantom Art yet. we'll see. We'll see if they ever deserve Phantom Art. Phantom has to work on something else before she needs to work on them. Don't worry.
So, has this court system taken into account robotic murders? Has this court system taken into account robotic murders? Has the judicial system caught up to things like this?
Guys, it's not murder if it's not the same species.
Oh, perfect. Then there's no problems with me strangling the shit out of this kid.
I don't know, man. He likes chewing on his PET. Maybe he'll bite you.
Oh no.
Why does he do that?
Who
I
knows,
like it
man?
when they fight back.
Who knows, man? Why is he fucking anything? Why is he beating up on poor Donovan and taking his chips?
I mean, look at Donovan. I'd beat the hell out of Donovan if I was Donovan.
We did beat Donovan, and we ripped his hair off. Well, he
Poor-
did it himself, but I
Poor
could have
Donovan.
done
Well, I
it.
mean, you did it. You
Oh,
helped.
yeah, I did do it.
He wanted to do it himself, but he controlled himself and didn't like actually injure himself by doing it.
Yeah.
He's just like, well. Looks like the day's turning out pretty well. I thought I was going to get bullied today, but apparently my bully isn't here to bully me. I guess I'll go see what's going on with. Oh no, Alan's getting bullied by my bully. What are the odds? And he's not even wearing those Speedos I had him try on. Today was a fun game.
Poor bastard.
Guys, things started out really, really awkward and really, really weird and really dark, but I think by the end of it, we got ourselves in a more chilled out position. I think you guys are nice and chill for yourselves to get completely and utterly fucking destroyed by the next couple of games.
Oh, fantastic.
I will say that Alan kind of talking things over with Cross and getting to know that some sort of problems potentially could exist with him will definitely lower his stress.
Hooray.
I think we can get rid of that 13 now, especially. I think we might even go down one more. Who's to say?
Oh, I was expecting you to like dump 3 more on there.
Just like throw like 3 more frigging +1s, like ha ha ha.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that definitely helped. And then everything else happened.
And then everything else happened, including Savannah like openly cucking him. And
Maybe he's into that. You never.
It's like, man, Alan, she's just so fucking cute. What's wrong with you? Are you gay? That's fine, but she's mine now. Let's go, Yomi. What? You need help with your bra? What? You want me to make sure? You want me to make sure those panties cover your cheeks? I'd be glad to.
She's just like, yeah,
No,
you're.
Yomi, go for the cheekies.
She's just like, yeah, you're cute. What about Bug Vader? Yeah, he's also cute. Does that mean that I'm not cute or that he is? I don't understand.
Your metrics are fucked.
Do you think everything is cute?
Oh, hell no. Have you seen Chill Fox? I'm kidding.
Oh, okay, so you're just a lesbian.
Bug Vader, though.
That's fine. He reminds her of dildos.
What about when she said that? What about when she said that Blitzman was cute?
Yeah, she said
Also
Blitzman was cute.
dildos.
Sure.
How? What do you mean? He looks nothing like a dildo.
How do we get on this
Everything
topic?
makes
How about
sense
you?
if just keep throwing
You,
random
Guys,
you know what?
How about
it
you guys
wasn't me.
calm
It was-
yourselves down?
It wasn't even me this time.
How about you guys calm down? We're still on YouTube, by the way.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Saying those things are not very YouTube friendly, especially since YouTube was so gracious as to let us stream there today. By the way, thank you, YouTube. We love you. And obviously, everyone on YouTube is much better than those dummies over on Twitch.
I mean, a streaming site couldn't do its job. Like, the fuck, Twitch.
We'll probably be coming back on the Twitch side of things if they get their ass together tomorrow. If not, we'll probably be right here for some Pokemon. So who's to say? We'll hopefully something goes on, but who's no?
We excuse you.
We'll figure things out. Yeah, you guys will be there too. Did I accidentally reveal that Cross and Yomi are crossing over to Pokemon? Sorry. And Keanu is joining the Navi game. I didn't mean to reveal that a little bit ahead of time, guys. I'm sorry. I know there was like this big overall narrative about how dimension swapping works in both worlds, and like Hoopa was gonna come in and just throw people. Sorry.
What?
You know, if you
No, I
want to,
just
if you want to technically get into that, like technically, Hoopa could totally do something like that. Turns out all Psybeasts were just legendary Pokemon. You see.
I can't wait to
Don't.
see. I can't wait for Savannah to pick out Yomi's clothes and make everything work. I can't wait.
Just
Why does
freaking
she look like a stripper?
just tells her like, oh, that is super cute. That's a thong. Super cute.
This one is crotchless.
Super cute.
Oh, so it's just custom made. Got it.
He'll love it.
It's just like,
Savannah.
oh, super cute. He'll love it.
I thought we were friends.
Savannah's gonna be the reason she actually gets a virgin.
She's just gonna get her to have the Virgin Killer sweater. But yes, my dudes, I hope that you guys enjoyed our special YouTube edition of this episode. Hopefully things go into one full video. I'm pretty sure they will, since Squeaky checked on it already. And we don't usually have to worry about that stuff when we're over on YouTube side of things, because YouTube is super awesome and special and great, and everybody basically, hopefully, we'll get to learn more about that semi style change that Cross got today, and maybe we'll learn more about this movie, which is Portal Combat 7, and maybe we'll understand a bit more about the entirety of the plot of what's going to be happening for this little bit. I don't know, who else are we gonna run into? We already have frickin' dude over here who's just like frickin' biting his electronics and being a fucking weirdo, and he's probably gonna die because you guys are probably just gonna be like, oh, look at this guy being weird and trying to bite Alan or whatever. I'm gonna break his neck, and then you get arrested for a second, and the police just like, how do you plead? And they're just like, look at him. And then they look at him, and they're like, oh yeah, you're free to go. That kid just looks evil.
I have a question, since we said we'd bring it up at the end of the stream.
What's that?
Should we make session 10 public so that it doesn't mess with the order, or will it mess with the order anyway? Because I can go do that right now while I'm still streaming.
Yeah, go ahead and make it public, because this is going to immediately be public as soon as we stop stream. So go ahead and do that.
Alrighty.
I don't think people are gonna get a notification because of it, but that's fine. You can only set it for 15-minute intervals, and I'm not waiting until 12:45.
I can schedule it. I can schedule.
You can only do 15-minute intervals.
Well, yeah, but like, I can schedule it for 20 minutes from now.
I'm not gonna be streaming for another 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Absolutely right.
Eventually,
yes,
you'll get
public.
it.
I'm sorry, man. I'm stupid. I'm only good for making sandwiches and sucking dick. I've told you this many times.
And I've gotten neither. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. We enjoyed ourselves. Any questions, comments, complaints, or wisecracks, put them in the comments below. I think we're all having fun being here on our family-friendly YouTube site, and they're definitely not going to see any of the things we say here and throw them.
Get demonetized.
Fuck.
And with all that, guys, until next time, should have Warhammer next week. Who knows? Probably. Look forward to it. But until then, later days.
Bye.
Goodbye.